We're an hour and a half deep. Sure.
Chat is there are the reason I got into whiskey, and I feel like the person in the chat may be able to relate. Yes. Because
Are we live?
Gosh dang it.
I think we're live, buddy.
Oh, we're live. Trev was asking if we were going to go live.
Hello. We are live. Yeah, I know Matt's stream's still going, but we kind of set a time trying to anticipate the end of the stream, and it looks like
it'll be going like an hour and a half later than normal. But whatever, it's cool. Like they can do whatever.
Yeah, we'll set up a hangout at least. Guys can still watch the stream, come in, jump in with us, chat, whatever. See if we get anybody to hop in and say what's up.
Let's see.
Oh my God, are we at it again? Because I was not competing with your level of chatting.
I'll make it a banner real quick.
Does it feel like they just are?
Oh, like the one I just put up?
I put it up there, dude.
What?
Ted said this was a DVD.
There we go. Boom.
Clifton said that this was a lightweight son of a bitch.
Well, there you go.
When I asked
The work?
the guest what you were drinking, Clifton,
Let's see. There we go.
There you go.
it was for solutions.
We.
There we go. All right, we're going. So who do you think is going to win this? So it was Clifton versus Chad. Is that what it was? What's up, James Morgan?
I don't even know.
James Morgan got his notification. Yeah, buddy. Oops. I'll let you drive. It's cool.
What's up, James? Thanks for hopping over, man. It's cool if you want to keep watching Matt's stream. We just kind of set up a start time for ours, so looks like they're gonna go overtime a little bit. So feel free to hop back and forth. We're just gonna kind of chill, have some drinks, chit chat. Hey,
Alex. What's up, man? Good evening, sir.
cheers, buddy. You want to come on, Alex, and join us for a drink, buddy? Oh, I guess we should post a link, maybe.
Oh yeah. Let me do it.
Yeah,
Clifton's moving on to the quarterfinals.
get that shit pinned in there. Alex, are you watching? Are you watching
Hey, Simon.
the ADHD stream also? Simon Del Vecchia. Cheers, buddy.
What's up, Simon? How's it going?
Good day, mate. Yeah, we'll be on for a while. It's Friday night, man. We're gonna have a good time. So
Ooh, you got a bonfire going on, huh? Are you allowed to do bonfires down in Australia right now? Aren't we all afraid of Are we afraid of fires yet or anything like that? What's going on?
no, that's smart. You got to do burns so that you don't have to deal with the crazy wildfires.
Yeah, did you hear about that? Like in what's the national park in California? Yosemite.
Yeah.
Like the Native Americans, for centuries used to do controlled burns around Yosemite. And then we came in trying to make it get rid of the forest fires.
Protect everything, yeah.
Protect everything. And now now we get those big fires in there because they haven't had burns in hundreds of years.
Yeah, that's shitty, man. And the thing is, like the state of California government, I don't know what they do, because they should be able to control all that stuff and be smart about it, but they F it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's funny. Like I'm a hunter, right? Like you can see over my back shoulder the javelina up there, hunting and stuff. But I guess the guy that was in, bear hunting is illegal in California.
So it was cougars, right? Mountain lions.
So you can't hunt. So what I was saying is, you can't hunt bears, but you can in other states, right? Like Colorado, it's legal. If you have a tag and you're doing it, responsible and all that, it's managed, right? So the guy that did the that was like running, California Fish and Game or whatever, took a picture and posted on Facebook, in like Utah or Idaho or something like that, where he got a bear. And so everybody was demanding his job.
Cheers to that.
Clifton beat Chad?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I'm not saying Bobby told you so, but Bobby might have told you so.
Dude, I don't know how well Chad does without Sarah. I mean, Sarah is clearly she's
That's what everybody was saying before the tournament, though. Everybody said, oh, she'll be in the finals. So, I don't know.
He looks pretty disappointed. Look at his face. That's a bummer. Clifton looks like, I'm a baller. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but how many subs do you have, bro?
Yeah. That's why I was like, who was it? He was talking about like when he was on Big League's stream. He's like, I'm just such a small channel. I'm like, dude, we have 120 subs.
Yeah, we don't even have 10% of your subs, dude. James, how do you feel about that, man? I mean, you put the smiley up, so I'm guessing you were rooting for Clifton.
How do you not root for Clifton? Like, he's such an encouraging guy, wants everybody to kick ass. I mean, not that I don't know Chad at all, so I don't know that he's not a nice guy, but
yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think some channels get to a certain level. It's hard for them to like fully. Oh, Jesus. What's happening? Oh, that's from the first one, huh? That was the first shit show or whatever.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we're definitely oddballs, James.
Yeah, he's pausing it. That can't be live, right? Oh no.
No, he's been running a couple clips here and there from the first one.
I'm not listening, so I don't know what he's saying.
I don't either. Yeah, I think some of these channels, I mean, they get to a point where it's hard for them to give attention to all the people trying to talk to them or reach out to them or whatever. Like, it's hard to keep track of every person, every Patreon, whatever. And in a sense, like maybe it does get to their head a little bit where they're like, oh, well, I'm a pretty big deal,
Well, it's Whiskey Night has how many subs?
It's Bourbon Night.
Or it's Bourbon Night, yeah, has how many subs?
I'm guessing in the 60,000 range, maybe 70.
Let's see.
I think they're past the Junkies, right? They're over.
Yeah, 75.5 thousand subscribers.
Yeah. So you imagine their Patreon is just insane. Their super chats, like it's even hard for them to keep up with super chats. I think they do pretty good with that, but they don't see the comments.
That's where you just gotta like hope for. You just gotta root for the underdog, right? Like that's why you got Clifton. Like you're rooting for the guy with, what was it, 2.4K or something like that.
Yeah, you're rooting for South Alabama to beat freaking Kentucky in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for sure.
That 16 seed, you're like, come on, baby.
You're rooting for Utah to get back there again.
Yeah, for sure. I think Clifton's at least 8 seed though.
Yeah, he is. That we would be the 16th seed.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, did you look at the rules from Whiskey Samurai?
Dude, I don't have my package yet. I might not get it until Monday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he sent rules with it. And, yeah, I'm, like, looking at this shit, and I'm going to be like, dude, the rules here are not like this one tastes good. So I'm like, I'm fucked.
If I get one tomorrow, then we'll do it Sunday for sure.
Yeah, all right.
I hope I do, man. Jeez. That would be fun. Be our first subscriber provided blind.
Oh, James Morgan's chatting in both.
I told Samurai I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
send
he
him
just-
back some samples.
James Morgan's pimping us out on ADHD. He just said live wire later, ? To Mike Hunt.
Oh hell yeah!
He was talking directly to Mike Hunt.
Thanks, James. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, you're a badass, James.
Jack, I'll be right back, y'all.
Didn't see a background change.
So Simon, do you have to wait till midnight, or is it already May 1st there? It is, right?
Yeah, because 30
Okay.
days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah, so it's May
And they're
1st.
14 hours ahead of us, so it's already May 1st there.
No, he's 12. They're 14. You're right. Yeah. So it's what, almost June?
Yeah, sorry, Simon. I was thinking our time, so we're still on the 30th, but yeah, that's cool, man.
Where's James Morgan based again? Is he in Australia too?
I do not think so. James, where you at, buddy? He's always in the chat, so I don't think he's in Australia.
Yeah, so it was cool. We had several people ask me if we were going to go live again before Sunday, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to be on tonight much, so.
Yeah, I should have told you, like.
Oh, he's in London.
London, okay, yeah.
That's right. I remember that. Oh yeah,
dude, I spent quite a bit of time in the UK actually.
Oh really,
James? Yeah, I used to run a training department for a software company, and here in the US, our corporate headquarters were here, but development was based in Poole in the UK, Poole, England, in the south, down by Bournemouth. And so we'd go out for 2 weeks at a time.
Nice.
And we took probably 4 or 5 trips out there, we would go pub hopping, and you go down, it was called High Street, and you just hit, and we'd have a half a pint at each pub. And I mean, we would do it like every night. You couldn't get to every pub. Like you'd go into these pubs on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and there's like one person in there.
Yeah.
Like really, it was for down in Dorset, exactly, James. And so that it was like basically they'd have one regular in there and the owner and the regular would be drinking, during the week. And I almost got kicked out because we were with these 2 girls that we met down there, and they said wanker the first time we were there, and I was like, wanker? And they're like, yeah, wanker. And they said it in the British accent, and I'm like, wanker? And it's we're like yelling, I'm saying it loud to make sure I'm saying it correctly. And the owner comes over and he says, if you're going to keep using that language, you're going to have to leave. Because apparently it's bad language there, and it was offending the one customer that was in the pub. Yeah, pub crawl is crazy.
Bloody wanker.
And there's so many freaking pubs, like you can't hit them all. Like we tried to, we would do like 10, and it was like a fraction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
National pastime, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love going to the UK, man. It's fun. It's good times. Although I was
man. I don't think I can drink beer anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they do like their beer out there.
Yeah, I tried beer. What was it? Monday? After our live stream, I'm like, I'm not gonna drink whiskey tonight. I'm just gonna have a beer and kind of give it a rest a little bit. Yeah.
I had a Coors Light at dinner. That was it.
I just felt like shit all night. I'm like, God damn it. So then the next night I was back on the whiskey.
I heated shit up with the Peerless. Oh shit! I need to go get a paper towel.
What's a tosser, Mike?
What's what?
Tosser might make sense to your sides.
Tosser? I don't know what tosser is.
Is that some slang? Some
yeah, I mean,
British slang? All right, James, that doesn't make sense at all to our side. So now the other 2 are going at it. Is that what's going on the stream over there?
Can you most recipe? I would like to know if this is a pilot difficulty. Yes.
Quiet when you're away, Mike.
I know you're all bored.
I know. I'm like,
Tosser. I'm
James,
gonna Google that shit.
talk to me.
British slang tosser. The older slang toss off, an expression for masturbation. Okay. Same as a wanker. A wanker, right, James?
What do you call a masturbator? I think everybody's a masturbator, but say jerking it or what?
Yeah, here. Yeah, I mean it's a wanker here. Like I still use that shit. Have you ever heard that term wanker?
Yeah.
I mean, other than when I said it earlier.
I don't know if there's an American version of like, oh, you're a masturbator. You're a jerker offer. Like, there's not like an American version of that. Like, that's not an insult, I guess, in America.
Yeah, it's not an insult because you're not allowed to say anything offensive here, James.
You could be like, oh, why don't you go jerk it, you loser? Something like that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but all you have to do, instead of saying that, you just say, "Ya wanker."
You bloody wanker.
Oh, that might have been more Australian than British. Though I'm not gonna lie.
You know what movie I'm thinking of that says that is Tango and Cash.
Oh yeah, should I open the barrel? Oh no, the barrel's yours.
Don't you fucking open that barrel.
Should I open the Velvet Velocity
Yeah.
or the Redemption 9-year bourbon?
Ooh. Whichever one is the lower proof.
Whichever one's lower.
You're gonna open both tonight, obviously.
Yeah, 108.2 versus 111. The Old Elk is 111.
There you go.
So do the lower proof.
Yeah. What's up, JD? How you doing, brother?
Hey, JD Bourbon Approach. What's shaking, man?
Getting a couple more guys trickling in here. We got the link at the top of the chat. If any of our guys want to hop on.
What do you do with this like strap that's on it, man? Do you pull that thing off all the way? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It's like a leather tie. It's kind of cool.
I like leather ties.
Yeah.
What's up, Bourbon Approach?
Good day, Ken. What's up, buddy?
Ooh, Ken, you better hop on, buddy. What's going on, man?
Cuties.
We're talking about the ADHD fight that's going on in the background.
All right, there we go. Bobby, I know you're going to hop on.
Bobby's got nothing to say.
Bobby never has anything to say.
Bobby's scared of coming on our stream.
Oh, you got called out, Bobby. He's like, he can't click the link fast enough. He's like,
Yeah. Mike,
all's good in Slovakia, JD.
Damn, that's a good little twine right there, bro.
You got some samples heading your way? Yeah, it's paracord.
Yeah, it's got to be what, like 6 in the morning there or something like that?
Slovakia? I don't even know, dude. How
many kids do you have, Ken? That you know about?
that you know about.
Oh, that was a good pop right there.
Colorado.
More Colorado?
No, I'm talking about your cork pop. Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado. Rockies. That's what we got to say here.
Rockies. It's a Rockies cork pop.
All right, this is pretty low proof for being barrel proof, right?
Yeah, the high rye is 114.4.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Thanks,
No
Ken.
noise. It's a noise pop, mate.
So the mash bill on this is 75% corn, 21 rye, 4% barley malt.
That's still not super low rye, though. That's
still
good.
a fairly high rye. And batch number dose. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Simon
Here we go.
getting that bonfire prep. Who's this
What?
guy?
What's up, Bobby?
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How's the world treating you?
Good, man. Good. I just got out of the hot tub with the gunny, was up there drinking and watching freaking Clifton throw a smackdown, which was fucking amazing.
What was the final score?
Clifton won by 1.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
now
you could tell that bothered Chad a little bit. Do you see the look on his face?
he can't hide the hurt. He
Yeah,
can't hide the hurt. And he
Bobby, you know what I said after that? I said Bobby called it. Bobby called it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I called it to a lot of people, but I kind of thought, I think sometimes when you have someone that can, even though it was really close, don't be wrong, it was stupid close. But, I'd watch Clifton call out a bottle, a taste, a batch number, and a serial number. I'm like, yeah. That's,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So,
Look at Ken. I should be doing weeding and lawns and shit, but he sees a pub open up on YouTube, and he's like, I got to go to the pub.
Like, hold on, mate.
yeah. Now
We
you
having a drink, Bobby?
got to get to the Munt Pub, right?
That's right. Yeah.
You know what? I am pulling for Perry to win this so bad.
Yeah. I think you're right, though. I think Sarah.
Back in the day, Sarah's got an amazing palate.
I think women in general, they have like a little extra, like nosery, like their
Well, I think
nose sense and everything. Like they can sense because
Like,
it's like biological. It's like
do
you can
you wanna
sense
know,
danger
like-
and stuff.
Do you want to know why I think that? Yes, Ken's like, oh, pub's open. I'm there. Yeah, you want to know why women, like evidence of it, not why, but evidence. When you look at the women that were not classically trained chefs, like I look at my great grandmother and the way she could cook by taste and feel, that would put like trained chefs to shame. You know what I mean? Now, granted, she didn't have a lot of the ingredients that a trained chef has and the being able to do the breadth of what a chef can do. But when she made something, like she could do it as well as a chef could, not being classically trained. You know what I mean? And that's because they could just like totally refine the palate to be what they knew was right. You know what I mean?
Well, it's really funny because we at the
That's
house
my theory.
we always call my wife the schnoz because she smells every fucking thing. She'll walk in the house and she's like, "Do you smell that?" And we're all like, "No." And like like when you have like a Chihuahua in your house and you have like a lab, something's in the yard that's like the size of a mouse, and your Chihuahua is like because it hears everything, and then a little bit later your lab goes roof. It just finally figured out there's something out there. So there has to be something to that because I'm telling you now, my wife smells everything, notices it, and she knows it as a much stronger thing where I notice it, but I notice it not as strong. So there's got to be something to it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think the thing that's so great with Sarah, though, is that she spends so much time with it, not just with Chad, but in the community with the girls. She also does her own little podcast of her drink specials. So she's used to doing a lot of different things with it. So I think that gives her
She cooks with it too.
a big advantage. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how I said like when Stanley lost his friend and I was like, there's times you're going to be where you think of something and you start laughing and nobody's going to understand why you're laughing but you. So what you just said like made me remember my dad. So we're walking in Home Depot one time and we're looking for something and I'm probably 18, whatever, old enough to know better than to fall for his crap. But all of a sudden he stops and he's like looking at something on the shelf. And I was like, and I stand up next to him. I'm like, what are we looking for? And he goes, do you smell that? And I'm like, oh, Dad, geez, we're in freaking Home Depot, man.
I got you crop dusted.
Yeah, he like wrecked me, man. It was like, oh my gosh. So then I did it, to my son. I've done it. I'll be like, hey, Logan, come here.
What's up, Marty?
What? You smell that?
That's often.
What's up, Marty? You're welcome to jump on if you've got the time and desire, buddy.
I'm kind of watching. Are you watching this in the background? Because
We're watching it in the background.
When Clifton finished, like Clifton is like hard buzzed right now. He's like hard buzzed.
Oh, he's turning into Clifty, right? Or Clifty or whatever.
Yeah, he's freaking bottle chugging Fireball, right?
You
Yeah.
He's over there like he's, getting,
Dancing around.
he's such a funny dude, man. He kills me.
What were you and the Gunny drinking? Anything special?
Bell Mead Cash Strength.
Nice.
Is that the 108 or the old?
No,
Cask
that's-
strength?
That's the Cash Strength. Before
Cask
the
strength is the old ones.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
now
yeah,
it's now the cask strength is all 108, right?
No, it's reserve now. That's
It's
the
called
new
reserve.
term.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Called Reserve. I had 2 bottles of that, but we drank it so fast that I had to go back to Cash Strength.
So you think cask strength is better though, right?
Yeah, no.
Really?
No. I mean, for flavor profile, no. I mean,
Okay.
if we're talking about a true flavor profile, I think the 108.3 Reserve is better. But if you want a
I've
really
heard that.
if you want a really good taste with the Giddy Up, it's one of my favorite cash strengths. It's right up there with some of the best of them, I think, for what I like. But on the 108.3, when I did my review on it, I took 108.3 over cask. I thought it was better. And it made a lot of sense because when you read the backstory behind what this was, this is the culmination of a whole bunch of different cask strengths over the years trying to make this blend. And 108.3 is where they finally got to that they've been working
It's like
for.
that sweet spot, that number that just
So they were
gives it all around.
bouncing back with cask. If you look at the cask each year, they were different cask strengths.
Yeah.
108.3 is where they settled. So,
$100 super chat from Juliel.
oh yeah, that happens all the time.
I'm
But
gonna send him 101 just to one upper
is there any giveaways tonight
No.
on us or them.
on Matt's?
I haven't heard. I doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Danielle just gave him another hundy.
So I think we'll wait till after Matt's done, but we want to announce our giveaway for Sunday.
Did Sarah win? Hold on.
Should we announce the bottles or make it a surprise, Mike? I know we announced them last night, but I don't know that many people saw that.
What's up, Jim Morris? How's it going, buddy?
Jim, what's up, buddy?
Welcome to the pub.
Welcome, brother. Jim,
Yeah,
you can just hop on too. I know you're willing to hop on.
Yeah, we can. We can announce it if you want. I'm giving away.
I was thinking after Matt's stream when we get some more people to hop in.
I could finally give away that early times.
There you go.
Well, you know what? This has been like the weirdest, funny things in the world for us. So when the early times bottle, me and the Gunny have been doing early times bottle and bond for years.
Noise.
And we were like, hey, this is a really good bottle and bond, and
Whiskey Samurai, what's up, buddy?
we liked it. We drank it and all that stuff. And then we moved on and all that stuff. Not that we didn't like it, but we just moved on. And then we was like, listen to all these people like doing a bottle and bond giveaway. And they're doing like, everybody's on this big kicker saying all the early times bottle and bond, all the early times. Like, we did that like so long ago. I was like, do we need to go revisit it? I mean, we thought it was really good, but we didn't think it was like the best juice we ever had. Because I'm part of the Mid Ohio Bourbon Boys, and we host each month a different person hosts. And when I hosted mine, mine was all bottled and bonds, nothing but bottled and bonds. And I had like 21 bottled and bonds that we went through and did, as a group. And I was just like,
Danielle just dropped another 50.
Well, I think him and Julie are battling.
Yeah.
I think Dan and Julie are battling because Matt did a whole 30-minute pregame.
Yeah. I saw that.
Dan and Julie. Does Dan and Julie have a stream? Or
No, they don't
don't
stream.
stream.
They post videos.
Yeah, and they're kind of funny. Like I like them. They're like
what
short.
do they post as?
Is it like time or what?
Yeah,
is it?
like time. Yeah.
Like time. I probably have fun because I know I've talked to Julie before.
Yeah.
So that's
Hey,
gonna be. I might
yeah.
check that out, Ken. That's gonna be in the morning for me, but
We got 8 people in here. Everybody, make sure you hit the like. Give us those thumbs up, please. Got to remember to request those once in a while.
I know I'm so terrible at that.
I'll tell you what's really hard, right? So when you're on the stream, if you didn't hit it on YouTube before you jump in, you have to go back to YouTube to go into the point of being able to hit a like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always such a pain.
There we go. We have 9 likes and 8 people watching. 9 people watching. There we go.
Boom.
Somebody down
I
liked
got
it.
a thumbs down. Hell yes. I think that's our first.
Damn.
Nice.
I don't blame you. I'm
Boys.
just saying.
Hey, I think they all count the same, so we'll take it.
Yeah, interaction.
Hell
Is
yeah.
Whiskey Samurai in here? What's up, Whiskey Samurai? I looked at the rules. I hope that's okay.
Hey, we got a wrench Whiskey Samurai.
All right. Where's he at here?
Yeah, Whiskey Samurai. He got your package. He's looking at the rules and everything already, so he's gonna have an advantage, right?
Yeah.
I need some kind of handicap on him.
I looked at the
Actually,
answers too. Just kidding.
Yeah, so
Likes.
which one of you guys was on the wrench earlier?
I wasn't on. I was at dinner with somebody else.
I was watching. Yeah.
Was you on there? You see, we're gonna do an Army Marine Corps head to head.
Yeah, you and him.
Yeah, Hendo's putting an Army Marine Corps thing together for me and him to go head to head.
Oh yeah.
But I'm doing a veteran flight for him and who he was doing it with tonight, right? To go against each other. And
Yeah.
it's all going to be towards that. And they're both Army guys, because someone might be an Army guy watching. But in the Brotherhood, I love every military branch. They're the best of what they do. However, none of them do what we do. So they can F off. But I told, he's like, the Marine Corps guy is going to make us drink shit. And I was like, no. And I already was thinking of the worst thing I've ever had. So,
Oh yeah.
to the gunny, and we were talking about, he's like, we can do a really kick-ass veteran military thing. And he's like, dude, I have some stuff. And I was like, I know you have some stuff. So we're going to put together a really fun fight for those guys.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be interesting because, the thing I have found, and I want your input on this, right? So when you go through, I'm a high proof guy. I love high proof. I have no problem drinking 130 proof, and I can drink a half a bottle of it with a cigar without missing a beat.
Yeah.
What I have found, though, it's really hard for me to hit proof points because I'm so geared towards high proof. The low stuff, anything 80 to 100, it's all low. I'm like, it tastes like
90.
80. It's like 101, and I'll be like 80.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so geared to it. Most of my bar is high proof.
Hey, one thing, Mike, I freaking nailed that Knob Creek rye.
What do you mean?
The proof.
Oh yeah, you did. You nailed
I
it.
hit it like dead on, dude.
Yeah, you hit it right on.
Yeah, proof's hard, man.
And dude, it's not like the Knob Creek rye was like an even number, right?
That's what's weird though, is like rye is definitely gonna have a little more bite to it because of it's a rye.
Well,
Wasn't it like I don't have it here right now, but isn't it like 127 or something like that?
Yeah, it was 127 proof.
And you're like 127.
now, was that a store pick? What was it?
That's a special release that they did.
A special release because normally the Knob Creek rye is 120, right?
Yeah, this is
115,
the
115 usually.
Yeah, so this was the cask strength.
Yeah, the rye single barrels are 115.
Oh, okay. So it's like the cask strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave that away. So I gave away a brand new bottle without having it. So.
Oh shit! Did you read that? What Whiskey Samurai said? The unmarked one.
Oh, it's a blend you made. Nice. He's doing that for Bobby, right? Like Bobby's on.
Hey, the Whiskey Samurai has been around a long time. I've talked to him quite often. He won one of actually my first giveaway on Instagram. Samurai won it.
He scored me a haystack needle today.
Oh, nice. I scored some crazy stuff this week.
Samurai. So I want the Alberta cask strength. I know Adam says don't do it, but I want it.
Hey, Mike,
you find
do what
one.
you want to do. I could tell you not to buy bottles every day of the week. It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, they're in here talking about Cliffy because Cliffy's hammered.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah.
Dude, he was amazing on draft night on Mash and Drum.
Oh yeah.
You know, he and Kira,
Yeah.
like the way they were going, or was it Kira? No, it was Sam, not Kira.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah. The way they were going back and forth, like, I can suck a dick. I'm the only one in here that can do that. And he's like,
Got a message for you, Bobby, from JD.
Perfect, man. I just saw your I just saw your email pop up. So I look forward to it. We'll get that all squared away. So yeah, I just started getting the second illustration done for Bourbon Battalion so that I can get a double-sided coin made. And then I'm going to get all the coins made and get those kicked out here in probably the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I got that done. Somewhere during the week, this weekend, I will do. Me and the Gunny did. So every time I do a review, a recon report, me and the Gunny do it first, so that we have like notes and we try to. I have my notes and he has his notes, but then when I do it, I'll talk about my notes, but I'll do it live too.
Yeah.
Well, it's not live, but it's recorded, and then I'll look at the Gunny. I was like, well, you know, the Gunny had this, so I kind of like tool off these little screens I have beside me. So we go through that. And so I got my new intro video done. I got that in. So I will be doing some intro and some. You know what? I swear to God, if I
sorry, Whiskey Samurai asked what we were drinking, so
I don't care. You're just showing shit I'll never see. Just because, you know what? Listen, that redemption is really good. The 10 is really good. Is that 9 the rye?
no, this is the bourbon.
Bourbon.
Well, that's the bourbon.
Yeah, it's a high. It's not the high rye though. It's
Still
the
21%
bourbon.
rye though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's still the mash bill is still 21% rye.
Yeah,
Talk about it, man.
we just did it. We just did the review. That's what my next review is the 10-year high rye.
Yeah, I actually went there trying to find the 10-year high rye, but they had sold it on my way there.
It's really good, huh, Bobby?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I have the sample from yours that you gave me. And then I also got this today, Bobby.
Oh yeah, nice. Old elk.
Weeded whiskey, right?
The velvet
Oh
viscosity.
no, that's
barrel.
the weeded bourbon.
Yeah, this is the bourbon.
Nice. You know, I have not even tried any of those, and they're on the shelf out here. I can get that stuff on the shelf out here. I just
Yeah, this is a barrel pick.
weeded whiskey store picks are good, dude.
are
Yeah,
they?
this is a barrel pick right here.
All right. I'll look for them because we're here in Ohio. We have Old Elk, Ohio Liquor barrel picks.
Yeah, they do a lot of barrel picks for different places. It's kind of one of the cool things.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, I'm gonna let you keep talking on your story. I was just gonna ask Whiskey Samurai, are you just drinking the 99 proof, or what are you drinking? Store pick or what? So yeah, Bobby,
Yeah.
you're talking about were you talking about like a Patreon stream that you do, or a Patreon hangout, or what?
Well, no, I was talking about the next thing is just the recon report, right? The recon report's going to be that. And I got the new editing stuff, editing software. I got some stuff like that. I won't be doing tons of editing because quite honestly, I've had a couple of people ask me, why don't I do a lot of editing? So for 11 years, I am a customer interfacing technical trainer in a fiber optic network. So every time I go into a class, I've studied so much that I can walk in and I can do a 5-day class completely rehearsed. So I can do an entire recon report off notes without missing a beat. I don't have to worry about mess ups and that stuff because I just study and I can do that. But I was missing like an intro video. I really wanted an intro video. And I wanted to do like some minor editing just to cut some time out. Like sometimes, you're sitting there and you're going, like the hard thing is going from the second pour to the back blast. First pour to second pour to the back blast. So there's a gap of time in there that is significant enough that I can cut. So now that I have that editing software, I'll be able to take a 22-minute video and drop it down to like 14. So
Nice.
So little things coming up. There's a lot of things coming up, live feeds. flight fights. I look forward to, I will say though, I will have to spend some time because I'm used to doing my things. I'll have to like broaden my horizons when I go up against a wrench because I cannot let the Army win any fucking thing. Because it was, if you were watching it was really funny, and I didn't get a comment. I thought for sure I'd get a comment because Trev was amped. He got really like toasty at the end.
Oh yeah.
He's like, dude, I feel like I could do a PT test. And I said, yeah, well, it's just an Army PT test, so you should be fine. So, but yeah, I'm on the one. So this was what I just won the other day. I got the E.H. Taylor single barrel Ohio store pick lottery win.
Yeah, that's the one your son won?
My son won, so yeah. You know that because of the other feed, but the Patreon.
Hey, Mike, Whiskey Samurai sent some of that Old Scout. He says you can pour. It's not part of the flight. Whiskey Samurai, you didn't buy one of those haystack needles for yourself, right? If you didn't, I'll send you a sample of the one that you're sending me. And I will be back in 30 seconds.
Open it up right now. I'm muting just because the tape is kind of loud, but well, I don't have to use the tape. I have a knife.
Well, I can drown out the tape, Mike. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right, that one is C, Samurai. And these were not going to break for anything, Samurai.
That's for sure.
C. Got to cover up my face. Ooh, look at that color. Am I allowed to look at the color? I don't know if you guys can see that very well.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's really light.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the funny thing is that you always, and I've just learned this recently, the best way for the viewers to see what you're doing is face the label towards you, because then the camera is looking at the back of the label, and it makes it have you can see the color better.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense.
I just ran across it.
So here's D.
Turn it the other way. Label the other way. There you go. And now you can see the color.
It's kind of hard to tell. They're both pretty light, actually.
Yeah. I wish I had something to show. So, okay, do it with this.
The camera doesn't.
No, Marty.
Like color, yeah.
I did drain my bladder, but my daughter's little machine for her feed was going off too, so I had to turn that off.
Hey Marty, how's my my Dickel shipment coming?
Yeah, Marty, I want that Dickel.
Hey, Mike, this is what I was talking about. If I show you this, you can't see the color like you can if I do this.
Yep.
So if you put the label backwards, they can see the lightness of the label through this side, and you can see the color.
Imagine that, Mike.
Did you see what this is? Hold on.
Steve.
Oh.
Unknown?
So
What?
he did. It's really funny. He made this infinity bottle. Right?
What's up, John T? How's it going, buddy?
He tried it. And he's like, man, this would be really good if I add this and this. And he put them in. And when he got done with all the marriage that happened, cheers, John T.
Cheers, buddy.
He put up he's like, I need you to try this. Tell me what you think. And I was like, dude, that is freaking amazing. That's really good. He's like, you want to know what it is? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I have no clue. He said, I didn't write it down anywhere.
Unlabeled.
So we're holding on to samples because we're so afraid to drink it because it's so good, but we don't know what the hell it is to recreate it. So,
Hey, Frederick, get yourself some tea, buddy. Get your morning started. So that's the one you can drink, Mike? The unlabeled?
No, this one is. This is the Old Scout Batch 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's like a regular Old Scout, but it's a batch 6. Like, that's crazy. The one that I found months ago is like a batch 76.
Frederick, how are you, man? Dude, Frederick and I were talking like crazy on Ken's stream today. Or what would be yesterday for Frederick?
I missed the whole stream, dude.
I know. Now you have a job, man. I work from home. I can do that shit.
I was
Well,
busy at work.
I did work from home. I wonder how Simon's doing. Did he get tore up today? B.
Did he?
No, I don't know. He was feeling good the other day, man. It was fun.
Was he on? Was he on again?
Yeah, Simon was on today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got tore up.
Oh, he did?
Probably.
Oh, I thought maybe you saw it or heard it or something.
Nah.
I was listening and
yeah, I think there might be more. See if Whiskey Samurai responds, but I think at the time there was like 4 of them when he got mine, so you might have a chance, man. It was like 120 retail for that haystack needle.
So we got a sample, or one of his blends, and then I've got A, B, C, and D.
Hell yeah! Hopefully, I'll get mine tomorrow, and we can do it on Sunday. If not, we'll have to wait till next week.
I'll pour this one next, Samurai. Cool. I'll leave those. We'll try. We'll see how the night goes. For sure. I wonder how far they are in this. They're drinking right now, so.
I don't know.
Dude, Chad looks.
He's Chaz right now.
Oh,
is he
It's Chaz and Cliffy.
Dude, Cliffy has drank a lot of that Fireball. You see how much
Yeah,
Fireball?
he's like dancing over there. What the hell?
Oh no, Cliffy is hammered, dude.
Yeah, Cliffy is like.
Listen, the bourbon wrench is freaking slammered. Here,
Mike, did you buy that or no? The Sill Box Frey
I'm
Ranch.
gonna for a second. Let me see where they're at.
Oh, I didn't buy the Frey Ranch, huh?
Okay, Mike called me about that earlier. JD, he's like, all right, tell me about this. Like, should I go for it? I'm like, I was trying to explain it, and then he got some call that he had to take, and he's like, I'll call you back.
Oh, they sold out on it already, JD, because I had it on my phone. I was ready to go. And then I called Adam, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. I hadn't bought anything today.
Nah, I mean, unless it's like the next batch of them that come out, because they just came out with a distillery one like a month ago. That's a 5-year. So I think the ones before that were 4-year ones. So if they start releasing the 5 years all over, what's up, Marty?
So this is MGP.
Hey, guys.
Yeah? Hey, Marty. Cheers, buddy.
Welcome aboard, Whiskey Nose, Marty, Jenny, and Kelly Wilson.
Jenny was funny the other day. She's like,
Hey, guys. Cheers, man.
Jenny was funny yesterday on Marty's stream. She's like, why the fuck do people watch this?
Yeah, they're getting a drink and filling me up, so they'll be right here in just a second.
Oh, okay.
No kidding.
So that name was correct. I thought that was from like some other stream. I was like, what's going on there, buddy?
I was like, you don't look like a Jenny or a Kelly.
No, I look like a fat piece of Waffle House.
Well, now I want waffles. Thanks for that, Marty.
Oh, Whiskey Samurai. When you were talking about Fourgate, dude, I'm like, oh, please find me a Fourgate. Please find me a Fourgate. And then you brought out the haystack needle. I'm like,
No kidding, man. So
all
bear
right,
with
I'll
me.
take that.
I can get you Fourgate, bro.
I know. But I told you I wouldn't ask you for any more bottles for like another week. So
Well,
Yeah. He's like, get that Remus. Okay.
you're gonna be like Bourbon. You're gonna be owing me like a bunch of shipments that you haven't shipped out yet.
Dude, it just seemed like he was starting to get stressed out, so I didn't want to keep adding stuff to him.
Hey, what's up, Jenny? Maybe she can see us.
Ooh, I'm not thinking.
Cheers.
Jenny.
Cheers, Jenny. How you
Got a
doing?
delay. The sound is delayed, Marty.
Well, now she froze. Although that's good. Oh, there we go. You're good.
Cheers, Jenny. How you doing?
Huge delay.
You look better now. I mean, you're clearly the highlight of the stream right now. Hold on. Wait for it.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. The stream looks way better now.
All right, Whiskey
Wait till you see
Samurai.
my friend Kelly.
I'm going to check it out.
Put a pic of
It's
which.
still messed up though.
Yeah, it seems like the phone might be lagging a little bit. Is that on a phone, Jenny?
Yes.
That's all right. Bobby's frozen, but
Very
he's
much
not
so.
really frozen. He's muted.
If we're gonna do this, why don't you go?
Followed by G.
I didn't want there to be any background because I'm trying to figure out the second round verdict.
Oh, is he doing the scores right now?
Yeah, if they can get Cliffy and Chaz to shut up, they will.
So delayed, honey.
No, you're good. You're good, Bobby. You can mute it.
Yeah, I unmuted it. I'm gonna.
Oh.
They're getting it's gonna take a while. So you know what? I want to be where Marty and Jenny are because it looks like and Kelly they're having a party and what the hell
It's her.
I'm talking about.
Kelly's drinking. She's a wine gal.
Marty disappeared. It's just Jenny and Kelly's show right now.
I mean, really? I mean, is there
So
any
are
question?
you? Does that make you sad? Or
No, that's fine.
No, I don't judge. What kind of wine is it? That's when we judge. Is when we find out it's like.
I want to know. Don't be telling me you're drinking some pink Moscato if you're saying wine.
Bobby's got the wine.
I was a wine guy before I was a bourbon guy.
okay, well, she mixes it with champagne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're making it bubbly, you know what? I'll tell you what.
Have you ever mixed it
Whatever
with?
makes you happy.
Absolutely, but I'm drinking the girly larceny.
That ain't girly. That's just a good weeder.
A good weird.
Weeder.
Weeder. It's a weeded bourbon.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
I love larceny. Not gonna lie.
Marty brands it as he assigns it a gender, and so it's just a girly bourbon. But Kira Collins loves it. I love it.
So he's saying that a girly bourbon is every Pappy and every Weller ever made.
Look at Kelly like sporting the whiskey nose hat.
Yeah.
So Kelly's in a band. She's a singer, and yeah, she's awesome. She's so cool.
Awesome.
Well, plug your
Yeah.
band.
So
Plug the band.
Yeah,
Where can we see? Where can we listen?
It's Fair Reunion. We're on YouTube, iTunes, all that good stuff.
The reunion.
Union.
Is it Union?
Union.
It froze. What'd you say? One more time.
Fairview.
Yeah.
Fair.
Union.
Fairview Union.
Oh,
Got it.
Fairview Union Band.
Like
Music.
Fair.
Oh
like
yeah, that's
you're going
you.
to
I
the
see
fair.
it.
Fairview
Union.
Union. And
Who's
yeah,
Chad Wilson?
they're pretty cool.
Oh,
And
thanks,
they
Sarah.
do jingles for commercials.
Yeah. We do a lot of them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And whiskey knows. Way.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do a jingle for Whiskey Nose.
What about Live Wire Whiskey?
Yeah, we'll take a jingle next.
Okay.
That could be in the
Mhm.
Sure.
You may not know this, but I'm a songwriter.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, when I would drive my daughter to school and the radio was out, like it got stolen out of my Jeep, I would make up songs as we drove because we didn't have a radio.
Did she love that?
No, in fact, I would still be singing when we pulled up to school, and she'd be like, "Stop!"
It's very, very out of pitch. Like you don't want to hear Mike sing.
Oh my gosh, when I'm in the car by myself, like I nail it.
Are you guys watching the back feed? I thought for like a half a second, Clifton was gonna throw up on live stream.
What?
He went.
Yeah.
I don't even have it on anymore.
He caught it. I thought for sure he was going down.
think
So
it
I
used
do
to
have a
fall in.
famous Tennessee story for songwriters.
Okay.
So I dated a girl right after college whose dad wrote "Bye Bye Baby" by Jody Messina.
Oh,
Oh, that's
love
cool.
her.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean it was quick. Once she realized what she was dating, I got dumped. But
Did I shave my legs for this?
No.
Or was that somebody else?
Gina Carter.
Gina Carter.
Yeah.
Gina Carter. Yes. Yes.
But Jody Messina did Heads Carolina, Tails California.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome.
yeah, so that was like that was the closest I ever came to Nashville, was dated the daughter of the person who wrote a song.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Closer
Yeah.
than I thought.
Pretty close, yeah.
No, he dabbles. He dabbles in just a little bit of everything. But
Yeah. I've been everywhere.
he tries.
So
this chick right here had a full ride to Vanderbilt. Academic scholarship. Like, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
oh wow. And a singer.
Yes.
Hey, she can't be too damn smart wearing the hat she's got on.
How long has she been married?
Yeah, she's losing brain cells. The longer she wears it, the
How long has she been married, Jenny?
How long has Kelly been married?
13
13
years.
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years, because smart singer, somebody had to lock that down.
Yeah. Yeah. And Chad had her husband, who's gone to bed because he has to play golf tomorrow. Whatever. He had a theater scholarship to University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like artists.
Like, we are with some drama queens tonight.
Holy cow, like they don't have to be tormented, do they? They can perform without like.
And then there's Marty.
Yeah, for once it's not me, the drama queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the biggest drama queen.
Yeah, for sure.
He totally is 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, cheers to you guys.
Cheers,
ladies.
Frankie loves you, Jenny, by the way.
Oh, I love her. I'm so happy. Oh, is that Frankie behind you?
No, that's my son.
If that's Frankie, we got a problem.
Yeah. He does have long hair.
Hello.
Hello.
Delayed, so I could.
Hello.
And then he was carrying the dog. That wasn't Frankie either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shits. What are you opening?
Shits.
What are you opening up?
This here's snots.
Discovery 4.
Oh, you're gonna make me open up Discovery 3, aren't you?
Hey, guess what's next, Jenny?
Bardstown. Hell yeah, man.
Can you see that?
Yeah, hot dog.
Okay.
Scout.
I didn't love it. I was kind of like,
Mike is okay. Old Scout.
Mike Stahl's drinking
Old
out
Scout.
of a medicine bottle.
It's Old Scout.
I will be. I got a new glass.
Old Scout.
I know you love your Old Scout, Jenny.
I know. No, I go on and on. I'm sorry. I love
Don't be sorry.
It's good stuff. But
We like what we like.
I don't know if this exists, but I was gonna kind of like, I don't know. I know we're not supposed to assign whiskeys like kind of like a gender association.
Like I did larceny.
Yeah, I know. Does Frankie drink whiskey? Do you all?
She doesn't drink anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her.
Yeah,
So
she quit.
think straight. Good for
Yeah.
her. Cheers.
She was a wine spritzer kind of girl though.
Cheers to
A
not
bit
drinking.
like Kelly.
Okay. Oh yeah, Kelly's definitely a spritzer.
Yeah.
Cool. But Kelly and I just had a conversation about the older you get, when you drink, you can't think straight.
Yeah.
And it's not like
When did that ever have an age limit? That's all the time.
I know it's just gotten worse for me recently.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
Like the older I get, the more I'm like, oh my God, I can't think straight.
Yeah, I get
Like
that.
after the hangover part.
Yeah.
And so, like, I admire that, and I need to do like probably a detox.
So
But
I
I'm married
just
to Marty.
Yeah, look at my whiskey nose. My whiskey nose stickers on my wall.
I'm supposed to get one. I'm
that.
supposed to get one on my
Got it there.
nickel that Marty's supposed to send me if he quits telling UPS what he's shipping.
Adam, I got Discovery Series 1.
I'm working
Oh,
on it.
one. Okay.
Try that again first of the week, buddy. You're not out. I'm gonna try it again first of the week. Okay?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so Jenny, I had to like make sure my wife was still drinking when I met her, because that's when I look my best. I look my best when you had a few. I'm funnier. I'm way funnier. Just telling you.
I'm not even going to talk about when Marty and I met. Okay, but I do have to do this because I think it's really important, because online dating is it's just the way people meet each other now. So Marty and I met on Match.com.
Nice.
Yeah, and it took us forever to tell anybody that, because everybody's like, "Oh my God,
Damn the internet."
and Marty's like, "Help me." And our first date, he like vomited this information, like diarrhea mouth, about his past relationships and all. And my profession is counseling, and so it was a whole deal. And I was like, this guy's jacked up. He's got more luggage than Louis Vuitton.
We all got
all those red flags, and you still marry him, Jenny.
And she was like, I can fix him.
No, I'm a single mom, and I like to go out to dinner.
Oh, there you go.
And free meal, and he's paying for it. So let's just go for round two. And and that's when I saw his personality, and it was great. But yeah.
Kiss
So
my go to hell.
I'm of the end of his life.
I'll tell you what, I've never felt like the oldest married man on YouTube ever. Like, I swear to God.
What? What did you say? I'm sorry.
How long have you been married, Bobby?
This year is 30 years.
Wow.
Wow.
How old are you, Bobby?
Yeah, look at Bobby.
I'm 49.
You got married at 19.
I did.
In the military. You were in the military.
I was.
That's amazing.
But I've known her.
Zero gray hairs.
You almost look as young as me, Bobby.
No, there's gray over here on the side. I've known her since I was 9.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's cool, though. That's awesome, man.
Yes.
I'm at 17 years with Frankie.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
That is so great.
It's gone by like 17 minutes underwater.
Let me tell you, empty nest is the best. I swear to God, it's the
We're
best.
working on it.
Word to your mother.
Good for the relationship, Bobby.
You get to, well, the thing is that you get
you know
back
what's the
to
word?
appreciating your marriage, right? Because it's there's the weird thing, right? A lot of things said, your kids are important and that stuff, and they are, but they're not as important as the marriage, because the kids aren't going to be with you forever. The kids are going to be away. So you have to figure out, how do I gap this year, spend time with her, so that when we get done, I have to be focused on afterwards, because she was, focused on the kids, and she had to be. I was an 85% traveler. And now that progression has happened, it's a whole new ballgame. It's like a second marriage where you have all the answers. It's amazing. It's the best.
Hey, my wife is a counselor, but she's not officially trained, and it's really only because sometimes I really need it.
That's the
Just
best.
saying.
Every woman, they know what's best for you.
I'm just saying, like, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mark and I are going to be on a third marriage together, because
What's my second? Your 10th.
no, because our kid out.
Yeah.
Then she moved back, and then she's going to move out again.
We hope.
Yeah.
Fingers
Yeah. So it's going to be like a whole other. Even on the weekends when we hand her off to her boyfriend, because she started having seizures in February. And so we met her. I met her friend with her on
Last night.
Yeah,
during the live stream.
And her boyfriend's like, this is like exchanging custody of a child. And I was like, yeah, it is a little bit. Austin, here you go. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Sunday. So
she's all yours, pal.
She's all yours. And so I called Marnie. I was like, yay, we have a whole weekend. I'm just so love her dearly. We do. And we're so proud of her. But yeah, it now, and you know, she can't drive because she has to be seizure free for 6 months, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but it is, you're right. It's like a new marriage, but you know what's going on this time around. I totally agree with you, Bourbon Battalion. And I'm sorry. Yeah. Or Bobby. Yeah.
Bobby.
And so that's really cool. I feel sorry for the parents who are like, oh my God, my kid left and I just don't know what to do.
I do too, because like I got some flack for a while, right? Because I listen, maternal and paternal is totally different. Anybody that says it's the same, they're full of shit. It's not. So you have to grasp the idea. It doesn't mean that you're not a good dad. It just means that there's a bond that's different. And so I feel as though that from that standpoint, it's my job. It's the paternal instinct job to gear up for the exodus. Because it's going to take a little bit longer for the maternal instinct to fade than it will the paternal. So therefore, since I'm better equipped to do that, it's my job to get us into that point and foresee what's coming. Because I was for 11 years, the last 11 years, I was an 85% world traveler. So I was used to being away. And so it's like, but I also know, I remember her before marriage and nothing's changed to me. And so post kids is going to be an absolute glorious best years of our lives. And it took her a little bit longer to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But she's there now. And it is amazing. It is amazing when that maternal instinct, it's not saying that she's not still a mom. She's still a mom. But when she realizes it's us, when it's us, it was amazingly different. So
you know what's funny is like my wife.
Be patient.
Yeah, my wife told me when after about 5 years of marriage, she goes like, if I ever die, you're not allowed to remarry. She goes, I don't want the kids calling someone else mom, all that kind of stuff. And I told her, I'm like, don't you worry. I will never do this again. And she didn't like that answer either. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I can't win. Yeah. So anyway, true story. That actually happened.
I'm already.
Harry beat Sarah.
Who's this guy?
Oh,
Who's this guy?
Okay,
Let's just say somebody who doesn't know how to mute YouTube.
Yeah, that was him. That was Marty.
did you hear me?
I had to mute his ass.
Yeah,
He
Bobby,
can't stand
let's just say I feel like there was some
Or there's
I'll
Bourbon.
message you.
Bourbon.
But listen, let me tell you, there was some things that Perry was dead on. And there was things that was like traditionally
You
that
notice that she wasn't drinking.
Hey, Lone Wanderer, what's up, buddy?
Well,
I'll say, cheers to John T. Bourbon.
the thing
Jenny Shane Long says, Jenny.
Jenny.
Hey, Bourbon,
What's up?
how have you been at It's Bourbon Night for a long time?
A good amount of time. I've also met Chad.
Yeah, I've been It's Bourbon Night for what I've watched them since episode 1. Right? Back
I've
when
watched a long time.
with Ruff.
Yeah, okay.
But the one thing is
I watched their home videos before episode 1.
we don't need to know that, Mike.
I want to see
And
those.
don't tell your wife. But
Different kind of home
there's
video.
literally things in there that she always picks and she always gets it dead on. And I was like, how did she miss that? She's never missed that. Ever in years, she's never missed
You
that.
see how full her Glens were?
Yeah, they were yeah.
Hey,
She wasn't
Woosh
drinking.
Tech wants to know what everybody's drinking.
I'm drinking Old Scout Batch 6.
Bobby, Bourbon Battalion at Gmail, right?
Bardstown Fusion Series #1.
Bardstown Discovery 4.
John T. Redwood Empire.
Would someone say something to me?
Yeah, Bourbon Battalion at Gmail, right?
Yep, Bourbon Battalion at Gmail.
Marty's got the Miller Lite, baby.
Jenny's drinking Girl Whiskey.
What are you drinking, Bourbon?
Varsity.
I just polished off some MGP, but I feel like my palate is shot right now because I did not enjoy my 5-year Old Scouts. So I'm trying to figure out what I should go to. I'm thinking rye.
And then Kelly's drinking.
Yeah, one that I do not like, and I don't not like any, but it is fresh crack, and one that I do like and I didn't enjoy either.
Nice.
Wait, what was the name of that? We need to plug the music. You have a YouTube channel, right? What was the YouTube channel? For Kelly?
Fairview Union.
Fairview Union.
Union.
That sounds familiar, actually. I think I've heard
Chad
that
Wilson is
as I say it in my
Kelly's husband.
Ohio accent, Fairview Union.
And he plays golf.
Fireview.
It's
Fireview.
Bob.
Who plays golf?
Who's
What's
this
his
guy?
handicap?
So he's gone to
Yeah.
bed. We won't see him again on this trip.
Excuse me, everybody needs to know they're in the presence of Sir Shane Long.
Lord Shane Long.
Lord, Mr. Sir Lord
Oh
Shane Long.
Shane!
What's up, Jenny?
The Lord of doesn't want to reply.
Why?
Well, now you know.
Shane,
Speaking of music,
excited.
speaking of music, Shane Long can play us some jams here.
Oh, it's true. I have my guitar here.
So,
Oh, he's always got it. He's always got it handy.
so Ben said something, and I want Shane's take on it. Listen, I called Clint.
Apparently, Bobby, a lot of comments and stuff were getting deleted on the topic.
Really?
So that's why I was keeping it quiet.
Okay.
What's going on now?
I'll text Schlong the same thing I sent you.
Yeah. I do know what you're talking about. I thought it was really like, I don't know.
What do you think?
I'll send you a message back. I know what I think.
Okay.
There you go. Go check out Fairview Union Band.
There you go.
Hey, it looks like Matt's stream is done. So welcome to any new viewers.
Yeah, anybody that came over to throw us a bone, we appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome in.
Lick the like button.
By the way, people that were saying hi in chat, I just now saw. So,
Everybody saying hi to Shane Long.
and no on that, Ben. That's 100% no. 100%.
What did he say? What did I miss?
100%. I had a discussion with her. 100%.
Last week is not this week, Shane.
Dude.
Attaboy, Tim. Attaboy. We can always count on everybody.
Right?
Hey, Tim.
Anything's possible. The response I got about a question I asked tells me there is no way.
Hey, we're not allowed to talk in cryptic messages here, Shane.
How are we doing? It's a tripod right in the pantry.
Don't know what to tell you.
You have over 800 people watching this right now.
800.
I mean, over the course of the next 10 years.
Oh,
Right.
800
Exactly.
people in the chat.
It's a collector. Hey, is Scotch down under in here? I thought I saw his name. Yeah, there
Yeah, he was. He was lurking. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
mowing
asked
the
me
lawn.
about something. So
He's chasing spiders down there in Australia.
I'll have that ship done on the 4th. By the way, Ken.
People
And
hit that like.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later about that, Ben.
All right.
I could see where people would think that. I promise you that is not the case.
Well, I'll say, you know what, Ben, like my thing was like a 2-step, right? I thought that either one that what you said or the second part of what I said, depending on how the first broke down.
Yep.
So you can forward it to Shane, because that's what my original thought was. That.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone right now is going, what the fuck are you talking about, and why is it code?
Yeah,
So,
I'm about ready
anyway.
to just mute you both.
I don't blame you.
So we're talking about the winners without giving a lot of details. We're talking about the winners. Clifton and Perry won the round 1 of Matt Madness.
They beat
Oh yeah, and
Ed and Sarah.
That Sarah are out.
yeah, that's a complete shock because a lot of people pick Sarah to like win it all.
Yeah, bye-bye. It's bourbon
And-
night.
Now,
Jenny.
listen, I picked,
And let's just say there wasn't a lot of drinking going.
now Clifton,
Jenny.
listen,
Oh, shut up,
Adam
Bourbon.
and Mike know that I picked Clifton over Chad. I
Whose
thought
dog
having
is
the
that?
most fun.
No,
I thought Clifton would beat Chad. I thought that from the very beginning.
Whose dog is that?
so was Sarah? But wait, was Sarah competing on her own, or was she competing
Yes.
as a team with Chad?
Yeah, no,
By
just
herself. Yep.
Sarah was on her own against Perry.
Who she should have murdered.
And she lost.
I don't know, dude. Perry's solid, bro.
Perry's really good at what Perry's good, and Perry spent like listen. I was on feeds with him on his warm ups. He was doing warm up feeds. Perry's been with Perry was the original moderator when It's Bourbon Night Perry first started. The first moderator that was in studio with them doing their stuff was Perry. I mean, Perry knows his shit.
Wait,
Jim Morris.
I don't know Perry.
This is my bourbon podcast. Is Perry?
Just kidding, Jim.
Yeah, give me a second.
I'll be back to you.
I feel like Chad and Sarah are the same brain.
No,
No. God, no.
no, God.
Oh.
No.
Sarah has a palate that would destroy Chad. Sarah runs the show.
I don't know. So I'll be honest. I agree with Jenny. I do think they work off each other. I think they play off each other, and they
Play
kind of
off each
taste off
other.
each other's palates.
Well, they play off each other, but her palate has always been better than his.
And,
I don't
and
know.
every
I don't
time
see
they
that.
revealed
I think he leads her on a lot of stuff.
and every time they revealed a bottle, she's like, "Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was."
Well, that's easy. Like,
Yeah, but
oh yeah, I knew that.
did you see her when she did her blind with the Women's Society?
I didn't.
Killed it. She killed it. I mean, it was like, she was like on spot with everything.
I'm just a little sad because Sarah's not a member of the Women of Whiskey Facebook page, and I mean, I know that might be a big deal, but if she's a prominent woman in whiskey, obviously she is.
Has she been recruited? Would be my question.
Well,
Yeah, you guys.
so she is a part of the Lexington Women's Bourbon Society. and
Okay.
stuff like that. So she's a lot. Maybe a
Facebook page is what I'm talking about.
ow.
I don't live in
Yeah,
Lexington.
you guys should. You ladies should probably go after her and just ask her to join. She probably would do it.
Yeah.
She has incredible connections.
She
Now, if she's been asked and didn't.
She seems pretty darn nice. I've never met her.
Does
But
not seem like her.
Is she like the Fred Minnick of women, like Women of Whiskey?
No, she's just a really nerdy whiskey girl.
No, the Fred Minnick would probably be Nancy Fraley.
Nancy Fraley, and right behind her, maybe in a different way, right? Because Fred's on the palate, and so is Nancy. But if you want to talk about connected, informative, and probably to me, the person, if I was going to reach out to a female bourbon enthusiast that is like, it's the Bourbon Bell. If you're not talking to the Bourbon Bell, Tiffany she's the co-founder of the Whiskey Stave and Thief Stewardship Society for the Bourbon Trail. And she has a distiller on every week.
All right, enough with the nerdy shit. What are we drinking tonight?
Everything.
I don't know. I need to pop something new. I think
Miller Lite
of Discovery 4.
Discovery 4.
Fusion Discovery 1. I got Fusion Series 1.
That's not a thing.
I said Fusion Series 1.
Well, I'm stepping into a wilderness trail rye pick because
Oh, nice.
I'm just not. I don't know. My palate's not hitting on MGP tonight, so I'm feeling
Hey, so
real weird.
I
What are
have
people in chat drinking tonight?
I'm gonna pop a Murray Hill Club.
I have
Nice.
something that I'm desperately seeking that I had at one time and I haven't had ever again since.
And
Maybe I'm gonna save that one for Sunday.
Two
I need
chicks.
a Joseph Magnus cigar.
oh, I got the cognac finish.
I want the Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
I got this.
Everybody
club.
wants the
Yeah,
Joseph Magnus cigar.
That's
one.
really good.
I'm just
That's my
throwing it out.
favorite, Bobby.
Just throwing it out.
Damn it, John.
I'm gonna open a 4-gate.
My
Ooh.
next 4 is Old Elk.
Who said they're going
Rye
to open a 4-gate?
store pick.
Oh, that's a good one, Noah. 1792 foolproof.
Oh, John T's being.
Which one is that one, John?
This is batch 12. I just got it today, actually.
12. That's the one I don't have.
Get
of the
lucky.
Kelvin Clap.
I'll send you a sample, Schlong.
Oh, don't crack it yet, John. You can trade something good to Schlong for that.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna crack tonight, just for you sons of bitches. Hang on.
Don't make me crack something. I swear to God. Shoot out.
Do it.
I'm going.
Ian, honey, Frederick, you need to calm down. It's early over there, buddy.
It's bringing out the goods.
Hey, dude, it's only 12:51 for me. I've got like 5 more hours.
Oh, that's like Mike's batch.
Yeah.
Jim has
yeah,
that
batch
same
one.
Redwood batch.
Would you believe those are still on the shelf?
Oh,
here?
yeah.
Batch 5.
I have no idea where these
Five.
even
Or
came
what is
from.
that, Schlong?
These
What is that?
randomly surfaced at a grocery store. Just like, where did you even find these?
Do we ever
I gotta go rinse a glass after that. I'm not pouring that in there.
I
This is the new batch 5 American
Oh,
that
the
just
one you were
dropped.
gonna send me?
Damn.
Oh, I
Schlong,
have no.
keep an eye out
old
for another one of
Connor.
those for me,
I've
man.
never had any. So.
Nice, man.
Can you get those in South Carolina?
No, New Orleans.
Oh,
Oh, that's a nice one. I picked up another batch 8. Do you guys see
Did you?
DMC Kentucky,
Did you ever
man? He's
divide
been
it
looking
in
for
half?
one. What's
Oh, you
that?
ever divide it in half?
Shit.
No, but it's twice as good.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
well, you got to hear.
bourbon? That's like super impressive.
What am I?
T-shirt with David Butthead.
He was about it around the wall over there too.
I got
Hey, Samurai, are you talking about the old Carter, or what are you talking about?
Alexa,
I'm talking
living room dimmer 25%.
David.
Something's wrong.
Jenny, we can barely hear you, hon.
Yeah, your audio kind of keeps cutting out.
Enabling it from your Alexa app.
Well, we're out.
Shut up.
We're gonna
Can you
mute
hear me
Ben.
now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
So I really like bourbon. I'm proud of your whisk that you showed. Everybody was so impressed. But I really love your T-shirt.
He's on your shirt.
It looks like Bourbon Junkies on your shirt.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Jenny, you can see the art on his wall.
You nailed it, Jenny. You nailed it.
Oh, Marty,
thanks.
like on your art. I am a lover of art, lover, and
Oh, he gave us a tour last night. Holy shit.
that's
Ben,
awesome.
give us another tour, man.
Ben's got the good stuff
Ben, show
in
us.
terms of art.
Well, he used to play in the Grateful Dead, so he's got a creative side.
Yeah.
Yeah, touch of gray.
Jerry Garcia's grandson. So
Yeah, Jerry. Yep.
Loves that. I don't think he loves that. Yeah,
He's handsome and he knows it. Look at that guy.
he is bourbon.
The only thing short about him is his paycheck.
Yeah, the only thing short about you is your paycheck, bourbon. Right?
Sure.
It must not be. Look at the whiskey in his closet.
Say that.
He's being quiet. He doesn't like compliments either.
No,
Oh,
I don't know how to
He's
take
blushing.
All you have if you start cussing at him and calling him names, he will chat your ear off.
he doesn't like being the Alice in the Brady Bunch.
I don't care about that.
I know. I haven't even heard Corbin talk. I haven't heard you. You're
Look
like
at him and Stanley Wags in a stream, and it's game over. Game over.
Just because I'll have fun cutting him off and talking over him.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, wow. You missed the glass. I saw that shit. Don't think we didn't see your drunkenness.
Don't. I tasted it still off the
He just
table.
snorted it off the table.
My palate is absolutely shot tonight. This is really weird.
So I've not had this batch 5. I had the batch 6. And I'm telling you, it's the best thing I've ever drank in my life. I'm not kidding
Really?
at all.
I wish I had
So you
sound
were sending
effects
me that one, Shane.
because I would tell you right now, Shane, I've never even looked at a bottle of Old Carter.
Well, you have now.
Shane, that's,
I know
that's
that's,
the American whiskey.
I seen one.
Yep. Look at that, 134.9. And I tell you what, the batch 6 is real high too. It's 130 something, but they do not drink that hot at all.
You know, I've been in the middle of this series of the Texas shootouts, and it's been like really eye-opening, right? It's so crazy. So the Iron Root EVO barrel 1 batch 3 Harbinger at 121.9. I thought it was in my top 5 all times, without a doubt. And so I had the Gunny come down and try it, and he said the same thing.
Yeah, Old Carter. I'm not even sure that's real. I don't think they really exist. I think people make them up.
Well, there's why. Every one of them's a small batch. They're only doing 2,000 bottles a shot, and they're just now getting to other states. Like it literally just dropped a week ago in New Orleans, and you cannot find it anywhere. By the way, like I had to call the distributor, beg them to tell me where they were delivering and when they were delivering. Then I had to call the store and I said, "Hey, have you got this?" And they said, "No, we don't have it yet." And I said, "Well, I know that you've got it in your warehouse right now because I just talked to the distributor." And they said, "Oh, well, you're welcome to come in tomorrow first thing, and if we got it today, it'll go out on the store tomorrow." And it took 7 stores before I finally got one that actually had some that would sell it to me.
Man.
Hey, Bobby, got a question.
Yeah.
Where can we get a shirt like you?
Like I have?
Yeah.
I have. Just send me an email.
Okay. That's badass, man.
No, join his Patreon.
Well, they're on my Patreon people get it. So
I'll
they
do
do
it.
that. But I'm a really nice guy, right? I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the people that enjoy sitting around and talking shit and goofing around and that stuff. I'm not foul. You know, I just can't. That's just not me. Maybe it's because I've gotten older. I just love fucking bourbon and talking bourbon. And I love military. I love anybody that's. So me and my brother used to have this thing, and I've never really said it much on my channel, but anybody that ever took the time to sign on the dotted line, I think the thing that's like super important about that to me, when we always had the thing that I always say, choosing to serve is a sacred choice. It's the idea that that day you chose and you signed that dotted line, we feel as though you're a dead guy.
Yeah.
If you're alive, you just happen to be someone that survived. And you gave your life away. I know that I did not expect to come home, because I know when I went over to Bosnia and that stuff, I didn't think I wouldn't, because I thought in my mind, your Marine Corps trained me to be like this. They retool you, you're brainwashed. So anybody says they're not, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So you think you're the baddest dude in the world, but at the same time, you're intelligent enough to know that, hey, listen, dumb shit happens. So, but for me, yeah. So I sell them. I do sell them separately, but in Patreon, it's cheaper to get them in Patreon, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
just it's my, I think it's my lowest tier of Patreon. You get a shirt.
Yeah, no, it's really cool, man. We'll definitely jump on there, man, for sure.
Yeah,
his lowest tier is $100
record,
tier, but whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say his lowest tier is $100.
So we do some really fun smoke and joke sessions. Adam and Mike have both been on there. Smoke and joke sessions can be really fun. And I don't limit it. If I have a Patreon guy that wants to come in,
Oh boy.
a motherfucking bourbon ranch army nerd is in the house. What's up, army nerd? He was talking about he was all drunk earlier, saying I'm ready to do a PT test. And I said, well, that's because it's the Army. It's basically the Air Force PT.
Trev, jump on live and confront your challenger.
Oh, he knows the Army PT and Marine Corps PT. That's not the same. No, but no, seriously though, I am the big. Well, I think every military guy that really is a profound guy. I'm a 4th generation Marine, and my family lineage goes all the way back. Every generation has served on some point, but we have 4 generations of Marines that chose to serve, and so when you have that, we have Army, Navy, Coast Guard, everybody's involved in that, and there's a pride and a heritage to the idea of anybody that chose to serve. Listen, you chose to do it, and it doesn't go without. To me, I think it's one of the greatest honors you could have ever done. And it's falling more and more to this generations that will never understand it. I mean, we just are in the middle of, well, actually the back end of losing the greatest generation ever. And people are missing out on that.
Yeah, you know what happened to me is my wife and I went camping up by Glenwood Springs here in Colorado. And we go to the KOA, it's like right on the Colorado River. I mean, beautiful campground. And the guy goes, "Are you a veteran?" And I'm like, "No, my wife was or is." And he goes, "Do you want to use it?" Very disappointed in me. I couldn't believe how disappointed he was in me for not being a veteran, but her being a veteran.
That's shitty.
I go, I mean, he was kind of joking, right? It was more of a joke, like.
I still think it's shitty.
And I go, I wasn't the hero. She's the hero.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea is that overall, I don't care what your line was. So let's look at so if we are being honest, and I'll make it really short. Since 1990, if you look at the military infiltration as far as like Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Iraqi Freedom, all that kind of crap, most of the people that actually got hit in that were supply people, supply trucks, supply lines. There was a good number of women and men that lost their lives, and it wasn't necessarily the infantry that was in the front line. It was supply people. I would say the majority was supply.
The unprotected.
And you know what? You can't. There's a fundamental thought, right? You have to have the infantry guys up there in this stuff, but they have to be supported. If you don't have effective communications and support, you have no chance of doing your job. So listen, everybody's important. There's nobody not important. I don't care if you're an admin guy that's selling leave to somebody for $20 a day. You're important because that guy gets an extra couple of leaves.
Well, God bless all of you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate all the service. We get to do shit like this, and
oh yeah.
Cheers to you, boys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cheers to everybody. You got to get Trev on here. Trev's hammered. We need Slammer Trev.
Trev, what are you doing?
Trev,
figure it out.
Trev doesn't like slumming on our channel. Come on.
Hold on.
He looked at this channel and goes, "I am not getting on with Schlong."
That's not true, dude. We hung out. Me and Trev are tight.
Yeah, he's afraid you're going to start dropping some of those stories.
What's that?
Did you big spoon him?
Oh no, I'm definitely the small spoon.
Oh, okay.
He's the big spoon. You know what I'm talking about?
Big man, huh?
All right, guys.
Let's put it this way. That's a spoon you're going to lick when it gets done making the brownies. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Marty, make sure you guys, if you have not subbed to Whiskey Nose, it's Marty and Jenny, and they have a really fun channel. It's fun when they get on together and start battling each other.
I'm just there for good looks.
Yeah,
there you are. There's the good looks. Hey, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny. We love you. Marty's the eye candy.
Hey, guys, we're going to fight probably around 8-ish. I'll try to put the link in because we have some friends over that really think this is kind of a big deal.
I have a whiskey of women meeting that night and tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow night.
So I'm not sure that we're going to be able to make that engagement.
Okay. Yeah. Well. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Yeah.
See you, Marty. I hope you guys come back
Marty.
Sunday night for our
Cheers.
next stream.
Got you, guys. Love you guys.
Chicharlo. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Marty. Yeah, we've
How
got
much
some
did you pay
openings.
for your
If anybody
Redwood?
else wants to join.
Yeah, we got space. If anybody wants to hop on.
Real quick, Sunday night, we are going to be doing a couple of bottle giveaways for those of you that want to partake. So make sure you show up. We're going to be 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock
Stahl's
Pacific.
giving away his whole collection, I heard.
I have a bottle of Old Number 7. Just kidding.
Old Number 7, baby.
No,
Black
is
label.
that a 2019 or a 2018?
Yeah, you can't find that anywhere.
Black label or green label?
No, I'm giving away a Ezra Brooks store pick.
I'm giving away one of these
Those are
bad
all,
boys.
dude. Those are all hitters, man. Yep. Those Ezra Brooks.
Yeah, and
yeah,
and
the
Adam's
FAEO
giving
one's
away
a
an
monster.
FAEO1. So
Yeah, if you look on our banner at the bottom, we actually have our PayPal up there, and then we also have a Cash App we're going to throw up on Sunday. We don't we're not doing the Patreon game yet. We couldn't get a Venmo because we both have Venmos, and you have to have
you have to have a dedicated number to it.
Yeah, which is stupid.
But yeah, just that. I mean, that helps support the
There's
stream.
ways to get extra phone numbers. I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, we tried to do it with a Google Voice number, and it wouldn't let us.
Hey, Burben, can you hand deliver me a secret phone number?
Can you hand deliver me some of these?
You mean his burner phone from his little side deals he does?
Cheech, you gonna jump on, or you gonna hang low?
Cheech, hey
he's
Cheech, we're
hanging low,
live
don't you
Sunday
worry.
night. You want to come on, buddy?
Yeah, I like what old man Joe said. Cash App, that sounds a little suspicious. Every scam in the world, this is Cash App.
We're just trying to find avenues that people can have options, and not just. Not
So
just
what you're
PayPal.
saying is you don't trust each other to have you use one of your Venmos.
Well, the Venmo has my name
Yeah.
on it, so it's like
You can change it though. You can change
can
your
you?
name.
I don't know. I don't even
We all know your name.
You can
Yeah,
change your
I mean,
name on the
look,
cash
I
tag.
can
Yeah,
Google
Mike.
you and find out a lot more than you want me to know.
Yeah, watch out. Hey, I was
That is the red
young.
thing.
I was young and needed the money.
You still had gray hair, so you weren't that
Last
young.
year.
I saw the video. And let's say I didn't know you could fit that much in such a small space, but apparently you did it well. Thank you.
That was the title of my sex tape.
We know.
Oh yeah, Cheech, you're welcome anytime, buddy.
Yeah.
So listen, I know. I know there's a lot of hype around the old Carter. Obviously because it is so hard for almost everyone, including myself, to even find. There's a reason. There really is a reason. This is like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just something like I've never had. For it to be 135 proof and it drinks as smooth as it does, holy shit!
And the flavors are crazy.
Yeah, there's just so much going on there, man.
It really is unicorn piss.
It is pretty stellar. I would like the bottles I've got, that batch 6 for sure. That's going to be a special occasion bottle.
Are there any
That's-
plans for Old Carter to increase distribution, or are they going to pretty much stay where they're at?
They are.
No,
They just added Louisiana.
Yeah, they're adding
adding
states,
New York.
but they're not going to increase the volume of the batches. Each release is going to be around that 2,000 bottle mark on the batches. That's
Thanks,
all they're going
Marty.
to do.
They're doing more batches at once. Like
That's
this
true.
time they did like 6 and 7 at once or something like that.
No, they released 5 and 6 on the American, and then they did 7, 8, 9, 10 on the bourbons.
Right. So that's how they're increasing. They
Right.
won't reduce their quality. They just may up the
Hey,
back.
real quick, cheers to Jen Artolino.
That's right, Tim. That's right.
And William Davilar's in the house.
And hey, I don't know if you guys have heard of this this company. It's kind of a new company that's starting up called Storytime Distillery. But it sounds like they're going to be having a barrel pick here pretty soon. So details to come.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And who is running this new whiskey company that you're speaking of?
It's pretty much garnered by the community, people of this community.
Nice.
Nobody called me yet.
We wanted sane people on the board.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dude, people don't
that
even
eliminated
wrench me.
99% of us, by the way.
Adam
Myself
didn't even
got
want to
eliminated.
wrench me on this channel, dude. I know why I wasn't picked.
No, there's going to be a group of us. There is. See if I can explain it without getting into too much because we're still working all the details. There's a core group that are really kind of run the organization. And then there's a piece of that ownership of that organization that's going to be putting money back into the community through kind of a foundation that we're going to create. And then we're going to appoint people from the community to the foundation to decide where that money goes, be it for charity, be it for events, be it for whatever.
Livewire Whiskey Fund.
Livewire Whiskey Fund, if that's what the board would determine as a worthy charity. But that's the way the company is being set up. So there's a section, a percentage of the ownership of the company will belong to the foundation.
Very cool.
Awesome.
That's awesome. No, James Morgan. Tim Evans has not sent me any Malort store picks.
I wonder if Malort would do like a single barrel.
Yeah, that would be.
What would that be?
Jepson's the single barrel bourbon, which are actually MGP, and they even do regular bourbon, which is supposedly younger MGP.
What do you want to bet the Malort barrel is actually a plastic tub? Just saying.
Yeah. It's only a barrel. It's one of those blue ones. It's one of those blue ones you can store water in.
Or it could be being run by the local penitentiary, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. That system.
Prison.
Yeah, prison system.
Penitentiary.
It's a bunch of, it's penitentiaries. All toilet wine.
Yeah.
So what they do is they have a charred oak container with a hole, and they pour it in it just long enough to drain down into the plastic container, so it's bourbon.
Right. That's a really good question, Jen.
Yeah.
I would say enough whiskey has a way of making you do a lot of dumb things.
Yeah, I think we can pretty much put like limited or single barrel store pick on anything, and people would buy it.
Definitely have to be a masochist to do that.
Lone wanderer, waiting on mellow corn single barrel cask strength store pick.
Hey, Birdman, what is that?
My palate is so shot tonight, I'm going a whole different direction.
Vodka, probably.
No. This is 10-year-old Foursquare Rum.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So this is actually made by the Foursquare Distillery.
Yeah.
But it is RL Seals, Barbados Rum. I don't know. I'm not liking rye tonight, and I'm not liking MGP bourbon. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with my palate. So
yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Let's try a little rum. I don't know. I've never tried this one in particular, but
my palate always just kind of knows.
It's kind of got a Shane. I kind of got a Shane schlong bottle going on here.
Yeah, that's perfect profile for me.
All right, John T, you're being quiet, man. We need like a rundown. What you've been drinking tonight? What you found?
Barbados.
Come on, man.
Is that John Trombetta? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's me.
John, didn't I send you a bottle some time ago?
I believe so.
Around
Can't
Christmas?
remember. Yeah, it was somewhere in there. I've been getting pretty lucky.
Aren't
here
you?
lately.
Are you in Florida?
No, I'm in Idaho. Well,
Idaho,
Clarkson,
okay.
Washington. Yeah, on the other side. So, yeah, but tonight I'm drinking Lost Monarch. Trying that. I started out with Wild Turkey Master. You know, I got some samples for that, so I kind of went through that a little bit earlier. So
I recognize those labels.
yeah, and it was really good. Started out with that, and rolled into Lost Monarch, and seeing where we're gonna go from there. So,
what's like your favorite? If you had to pick one, you know the 5 lists that ADHD put out there. One of those was like, what's like your favorite whiskey?
Your go-to.
My go-to is
no, not the go-to. Your favorite, because we hoard our go-to or our favorite, right?
Yeah, I like the Bardstown 4 series, and then of course all the Elijah Craig's. So, got a whole bunch of stuff. The Stag's always good. So
yeah, that four is solid.
I was pretty disappointed in myself going through Shit's blind that he sent, because that Stag 15 came in last.
yeah, I still have it sitting here unopened. I got the 14, and I only got those 2 left. So
that means you had a bunch of stuff that's better than that. How could you be pissed about that?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, what came in first? So Booker's came in first.
Oh God, get out of here. Just disconnect right now.
I agree.
Bookers.
I have a pigskin too, but it's like
that was Donahoe,
We
though,
saw
right?
a pigskin batch today for $85. I didn't buy it.
I got one
is
sitting
like
here. I
good,
haven't
man.
opened it yet, so I don't know.
If I see that on the shelf for 85, I'll buy like every one that's there.
Every one of them.
Oh man, Joe's joining you.
Every one.
Good price then?
Oh hell yeah! I mean it's Booker's is $79.99.
Yeah, I think I bought
it's
Donahoe for like $75.
So so in Ohio we only have MSRP. You can't have anything that's not MSRP in Ohio.
John T.
It's the cheapest you'll find it in Colorado that I've ever seen in any store that's had it was $95 in the last 6
so
months.
Your price is on like you're talking like you said 85. You're talking
85.
you're talking like $5 over MSRP.
Yeah, I do think MSRP is different in different states though.
Well, in Ohio,
yeah, because of tax.
$59.99.
No, it's not just tax. It's the import tax. It's
right. That's what I mean.
It's not
the sales tax.
What was the second word in what you just said, Bourbon?
Yes, don't do it. Don't. He's going to lose his mind.
Hey, he's flipping me off in his pocket right now.
No,
he's actually got a heart on.
I might have touched
I knew that was
cherry peach to each of your bottles.
Hey Ben,
what up?
So that batch or that Act 4.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing with all those old carters, buddy?
Man, I don't have a whole lot of old carters, but
everybody's seen those pictures, buddy.
No, that was Photoshop, man. You can tell.
What have you popped so far, Shane? What have you popped?
What's hilarious is that wasn't even half the bottles that I bought, but I couldn't get any more on my lap because it was starting. It was like, no, this is just, it's ridiculous.
You bought more Carters than that? Oh,
no, those were all the old Carters, but I still had. Dude, I didn't have the Magnus on there.
A lot of the other pictures, so.
Yeah, you guys saw the rest of that crap. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then I found those batch 4 Kentucky Owl Ryes for $2.50. So I grabbed 3 of those.
Hey Shane, I was gonna ask you on the Old Carter American whiskey. I think I had a batch 3, and that's the only one I've ever tried. But I was told that it had like some light whiskey in it. It was like 138 proof.
Yeah.
It
definitely has a light whiskey in it. This 5.
Okay, no, hold on, time out. Something you learned from the Carters. When you met the Carters.
Yes.
They do not mix mash bills.
Well, I will tell you that on the American whiskey, what Mr. Carter did allude to was the fact that in order to get the proof up on a couple of batches, they have blended other things in like light whiskeys. Because I asked him, because on you said 2, because I think that's the other one that I had. 3? Okay, on 2 I asked him that because I was like, there was something that was just a little different, right?
No, that's all light whiskey. That's the difference.
So I got to show you this picture there, guys. You're gonna crack up.
So how many bottles have you cracked from last weekend?
Not very many.
I got them. Adam. Oh, never mind.
What the fuck did you do to Mark?
The hell?
Yeah.
Right on.
We were chugging a bullet barrel pick out of a 5-gallon bucket.
That didn't even look like it would taste
wow.
good.
That's
that
awesome.
old man can party.
That was Mark
barrel
Carter?
picks do not.
That was Mark Carter.
Yeah.
Wow,
He-
that's cool.
He is a rock star, man.
Wow.
Mhm. And
Complete-
Sherry was incredibly nice.
Oh man, him and Sherry are just
Mhm.
something else, man. They are just something else.
So we
when
gotta
I
know
went to
one
meet
thing,
with-
though.
I went to meet with Jay there. Their third in command.
No,
Shane? No.
no.
So when I went to meet with him because they were out of town, they didn't even
Nice.
tell me. But we were doing a tasting, and they showed up behind me to make
Oh,
sure
nice.
that they
Back
got.
your way, Cheech.
So one question that everybody has been, sending us tons of messages on YouTube, like no one, but
Oh, yeah.
Right,
We get
I was
so
like,
many
come
messages.
on. You've got like 5 subscribers. Give me a break.
yeah, all 12 subscribers that are not.
I'll have you know, sir, there's 19 watching and we have 19 likes right now. So
That's freaking
Everybody's
awesome.
having a great freaking time. That's what that means.
Right. Okay, go on. What's your
I've logged
question?
on to 7 accounts and hit like, but whatever. So is Trev as handsome in person as he is on his channel?
Oh, and he smells like candy and whiskey.
It's like vanilla
You just
and
want
butterscotch.
to lick him up, man.
Well, that's because
Okay.
he's spent so many years smelling like fucking a sphincter from being in the
Just
army.
imagine what his wrench is like.
No, Trev was amazing. Look, I will tell you this. And this is kind of the takeaway from the whole weekend, because even, I hung out with Matt Porter, had a lot of good conversations with him. I hung out with the Likes, had a lot of good conversations with them. Franchi, Trev. It's weird because those people, we really like them. We're really drawn to them because they're real, right? They're real people. You can tell they're real. They're not fake. And then when you laud somebody like Matt Porter with all kinds of praise, and you say, Matt, hey man, I love you, dude. You're a great guy. And he's so humble. And and he's like, I don't get what's the deal? Well, here's what's really fucked up is this world is so screwed that the fact that a guy just being a decent human being is regarded as a hero really is kind of disgusting. But that's where we're at. And that's why we look at these people. We're like, man, I love the Likes. I love Matt Porter. I love Trev because they're just genuine, real people. And you just don't get that outside of kind of this. Well, you do, but this group is unique in that a high percentage of people are just very real. And Dan and Julie Likes felt the same way about me that I felt about them. They were just like going on and on, just like I was going on and on. Like, you guys are just really, really good people. And they felt the same way about me. So I was able to fool them, which is great, which means they'd had a ton of whiskey. But yeah, just that's what I mean, honestly, that's the Carters the same way. Dixon Deadman the same way. Like, I talked with Dixon for quite a while. Absolute, just a genuine guy, you know.
You know, but wouldn't you say, Schwanger, I've been since ever since I started going live, right? Not since I've been drinking. I've been drinking for God only knows how long. But the thing is that when you go through the idea that when you look at the Instagram world and you look at YouTube world, right? What's the big difference? To be in the YouTube world, you have vested time. I mean, you have like a serious amount of vested time. One, you're getting a computer, you're getting a webcam or some kind of camera, you're getting a mic, you're getting some lighting, you're investing into it. Instagram, it's an iPhone. Anybody can do that. Now, does that mean there's not people over there that are amazing? There are people over there that are amazing.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But what you have here is completely different than Instagram. And I'm an Instagram guy. That's where I started. Yeah. And the thing is that over here, you have a knowledge base, a sincerity, and an overall thought process that, you know what, not only do we like humans, we like our whiskey. And no one hates on anybody.
Right.
You know, you might be in the back saying, hey, you know what, I'd really like to talk more whiskey and all that stuff. But you know, it isn't like on Instagram where people are just hate mail. They're just
there is one exception though, bourbon. I think a lot of people hate bourbon, but other than that, you're correct.
I have pictures where me and Bourbon were like brothers.
I love you, Ben.
He's just expressionless.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a shit.
That's cool.
I don't give a
shit. You eat my snacks. Fuck you, man.
Longer, you ain't as important as the Frito in my beard. Get off me.
Exactly.
Wash Tech Bear, why are you here, man?
Somebody's drunk.
I've always said, like, we could have a ton of differences in life, but when we sit down with a bottle, and we don't even have to both like the bottle, but if I put a bottle down, I pour you a drink, I pour me a drink, and we're sharing each other's lives that are totally very different, right? But we keep the politics, all that bullshit out, but we just share each other's lives, and we share a drink. You don't have to like it, and I'll like it, but guess what? I'm not going to hate on you for not liking it, and you're not going to hate on me for liking it. We're going to go grab another bottle, and we're going to try to find a bottle that both of us like.
You know,
like that's just the kind of community.
One of the classiest things I've seen in YouTube, right? Where someone said something that was quite inappropriate, and there was another person in the feed that would have been like really upset by it, and it wasn't pointed out, but someone said something in a private chat or someone DM'd or whatever, and that person instantly recognized it, acknowledged it, and squared it away. And I think that is classic, because you know what, you have to be aware, right? You know, and maybe this is the old guy in me. You know, you have to be aware of who's around you and what's going on, because I'm not trying to listen. If I've done anything to offend someone, I'm so upset by that, because that is not me.
Right.
I want to talk bourbon. Listen, I can be like if we did a podcast of doing like recon reports between me and the Gunny, it would have to have a TV mature rating. Because we are like the most fucked up Marines you've ever talked to. When we're sitting here talking about this, and the shit we say, we will laugh to tears. It's like, my God, if anybody heard this, it would be the greatest thing and the most terrible thing at the same time.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're around people, you have to acknowledge the idea that, hey, listen, there's a lot of different differences in here. Let's just keep it to something we love. Fucking booze. Let's get on the bourbon. Let's get on the whiskey. Let's talk about why is it that I remember thinking that Evan Williams 1783 was fucking dope, and now I drink it and I'm like, I can't stand it. It's not because it's bad. It's just, you know, palate evolution and change. But that's what's great about this. I need like certain things people have. I trust their palate. I hear it. wow, I want to try that.
Right. You want to try and discover it. The good example of that too is like Porter just put out a video, I think it was yesterday, on the Elijah Craig series, right? And the 920 actually didn't win. It was the 120 that won. And he's like, but the 920, he's like, this was my bourbon of the year. And that should open up everyone's eyes to say, here's a guy who literally lives the life of a whiskey taster. Like that's really his primary function. And his palate changed, or the day-to-day changed, what he ate changed, like all these things that affect it. And that's why you can never just take a bottle and do a drain pour. It almost never makes sense to do a drain pour. No. You should always go back and revisit them. You should
just
always
a second, Shane. I want to know why Mike Hunt is so itchy.
They have a cream for that.
Take a bath. You should probably take a bath.
And Shane does
you may need some cream for that.
A proper French bath.
You're right, Tim. It was A120. It was the 5, the C919, I think, got first.
Was it 919 or 917?
Yeah, 919 got first, 120 got second, and 920 got third.
Yeah.
Jen's right. My cunt's not so fresh.
That's just nasty.
What you just heard was the bottom falling out of the stream.
But I think that's the thing. Right? When you talk about the idea of like revisiting stuff and that stuff, you have to, because things change. I literally went through, like, when I did the Texas shootout, the first stage and the second stage. I said it on the stream, but I said it afterwards when me and the gang was shooting. I said, I just had four balcones. Now, granted, they were special bottles. They weren't the regular bottles you're going to find. And the Iron Root, which were not bottles you're going to find. But those 7 were better than like 60% of every bourbon me and the Gunny have on a bar of like over 2,000. They crushed it. And I got in like a debate, like a heavy debate, and we were like fighting. I was like, why is this like 43-month-old Texas whiskey look like it's 23 years old? And they're like, I'm not okay with someone just telling me it's hot. It's fucking hot a lot of places.
Yeah, there's more to it than that.
Tell me more. And so, but I think
to do with the climate in Texas. It's the way it matures.
But there's more than just climate, right? There has to be like a char. Tell me the variables. I need more of it. That's what I need.
Well, where the oak comes from.
Right. There's a lot of variables that go into this.
Yeah.
Right?
The yeast.
Yeah. So I need to know something better than
Mike Hunt knows about yeast.
The name of the distiller.
Yeah, they're just like, it's hot.
Christ.
Listen, I can tell you that. Listen, Texas is really hot.
Oh,
but it's not like Florida hot because it's not humid, right? It's so I think that's the thing but you have to go and explore it and find out something and try it again. And some things stand the time, but other things don't.
That looks tasty.
Well, at least it looks like a pretty bottle.
It's Crown Royal Noble Collection 16-year-old rye. If you can find it for $70, it's worth a pickup.
No, look at you, fancy man.
Stag.
Dude, Tim Evans, you're a giver, dude. We love you in this freaking community, bro.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna drink more tonight. My palate is so
not worth it, dude.
Bourbon, you shut your alligator mouth and drink something.
It's just a waste.
Drink a Diet Mountain Dew.
Hey, you know what you should do? You should bottle chug some pot still.
That'll freshen up that palate.
Yeah, that'll wake you up.
Hang on
Come
a second.
on, buddy.
Oh,
you got any Lord?
James got the guitar.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, man, we're ready now.
Hey, if you wanted to see some freaking karaoke, not even karaoke, like if you didn't watch freaking HBR's last stream when he's singing like all these songs
That was
everybody's putting on there, And then on the draft with
arms
Nash and
wide
Drum,
open.
Yeah, that-
freaking HBR
I didn't
is
know HBR was here.
fucking amazing.
that's funny.
What was that? Where is he? I heard him.
He's going potty.
I will never be able to get the Gunny ever to do any of this shit.
Here it is.
The Gunny has
Oh
one.
God, he's gonna do it.
Will it?
What are you doing?
Here it is.
Will it pot still?
Chug it.
Chug,
yeah.
chug.
God, that stuff sucks.
Chug.
Oh man, worst.
Yeah.
It's so harsh.
Okay. Shane, with all you learned at Whiskey Weekend, you don't know that they changed the mash bill on this?
No, how would I know that? It's not like
Besides,
Willie came there to tell me.
Stop it.
At least 2 chugs in there.
All right, Adam, what are you gonna chug? You don't have to get up early.
What?
Yeah, what? Who else is chugging? I called the chug. Who called me out on that? Oh, look at you.
Oh, Wanderer. What the heck, dude?
Oh my God, I love it when Mike Hunt comes into our chat.
Herb Italian's going to set his bar on fire.
So who else is gonna
I gotta go get more. Someday I might take this shit outside and have shitty lighting and all that, but freaking smoke a cigar. Oh no, it's supposed to be cold as
There
shit.
you go. That's a man.
I will jump out there with you. Just let me know.
There you go. That's a man.
Watch Tech Bear. Click the link at the top of the chat.
Cheers, sir.
Yeah, jump
Are
on,
we
Henry.
doing bottle chugs? Is that what's going on?
That's what's going on.
Yes.
Bottle chugs.
What the?
Yeah, grab one of your old Carters.
I'll be right back.
Ah, shut up, Shane. What are you doing?
That was a swig.
That's a bottle swig.
That was a touch to the lips, back in the
that
bottle.
That chug would have been like $40. I can't.
Yeah.
That was a back. You know what he really did? That was a backwash chug.
No, I got a bit. I probably got more of that chug than I poured in my glass.
Yeah, Cheech, I'm gonna regret that, dude. For sure.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, but I'm probably gonna be like laying on my keyboard in about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And by the way,
Somebody has to fall asleep here.
bitches, what was the proof on your bottle chugs? What was the
definitely
proof on
under
your bottle
100.
chugs?
94.
Yes, definitely not.
I think mine's
135.
90.
Well, mine was like 15 seconds long.
15 seconds of 90 proof is not 2 seconds of 134 proof.
Yeah, Lone Wanderer, that was a Woodford store pick. That's the one that HBR sent me.
There we go.
There's a man.
Oh, shit.
That's a man right there. Look at that shit. Damn. Shane,
Bobby's feeling that one.
That's good shit.
Shane just got big tapes by Blue Italian.
He did.
1920, Mike?
There you go.
There's one thing we know for sure. Adam knows that we can drink this shit.
My guy right here. Henry.
Hey, how's it going?
What up, bro?
Hey. You made it in.
Hold on.
Bottle chug.
Wow, it's a nice glass of water. Bobby just went shirt off.
Bottle chug, cheap whiskey.
He went shirt off. I can't go shirt off.
This thing is going off the
Throwing
rail.
out tattoos and
That what's going on?
No.
You can't throw out tattoos and be like,
Nobody
I don't want to
wants
get Jen Ardolino riled up if I take my shirt off. So.
What is this?
Look at that guy.
He's a fucking cyborg. Look.
Where's your bottle chug, Jim?
I'm not bottle chugging anything.
That shit off
I
me.
had to function in the morning.
What about John T?
Oh, he's going in.
John T. That's a
There we go.
Let's go.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, buddy.
You're first to the pit.
Why are you putting your
party,
feet back
right?
on?
What
Fine.
do we got? What do we got there? Oh,
Hey, Schwanger.
Killed.
what a one!
Killed it. Killed it.
What was that?
Winner.
It was 101 Wild Turkey.
Yeah,
Winner.
but it's a 375.
Yeah, the pieces out.
It's gonna be
All right.
fine.
Last one.
Oh,
Nature's Mark. Oh, nice.
I can match that one.
All right, so Shane, you gotta send
F
me,
you guys, I'm going full tater.
Shane, you got to send me an email at bourbonbattalion@gmail.com.
Done.
Lions, bitch.
Oh man.
Don't mind the dick pics though.
Man's playing with a little horsey.
Butt chug it, Bourbon. Butt chug it.
Horsey with the store pick.
Nice.
Hook up the funnel.
No, I'll tell you what.
Go, 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 go,
Man,
go.
understand what it means. You got to like take a chug. That's his second chug. Is he like making me do it a second? What the hell?
And for the record,
I
like
had Blanton's and I had Bill Potts.
his chugs are legit.
Chug.
Hey, I'm gonna go take a piss and maybe hook up a liquid IV. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I will say that Trev's bottle chug a couple weeks ago was probably the most epic.
What did he chug? I missed that.
He did a bottle kill. What was it? Weller's Special Reserve or Antique, one of the two.
Yeah.
And dude, there was literally like, I mean, there was that much in it. Like he got like halfway through, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He was saying even that like I wanted to stop, but I knew everybody would call me out if I did.
That's
He
because
said that was a bad idea.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's because Trev is a military guy, and he instantly thought some military guy is going to give me.
For the record, my face is so red because I had dinner outside in the fucking sun last night or tonight,
You had
whatever it is.
dinner out in the sun last night.
Tonight, and look, like you can see the line, like it really is red. It's not just drunk. What is that? Is that a princess cup?
I just assume anytime someone's trying to talk about not being drunk, it's probably because they are.
This is where I drink my whiskey out of.
Oh God. That's funny.
Was it 107? I know it was a Weller. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but knowing Trev, he probably filled it up with freaking iced tea.
He was trying to do bottle kills that night, and he did a bottle kill. It was fucking legit. So I got a couple bottles today, just so you guys know.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
So I got the Redemption 9-year bourbon.
The regular or the high rye? Oh, the regular. Okay.
Regular, yep.
Is that the one that Adam has?
No, he's got
Adam's
the 10-year high rye.
They're
Yeah.
both good.
Yeah, I've seen so many redemptions. I never see that one around here ever.
Yeah, the 10-year, I went there to get that one, but by the time I got there, it was gone. And then I got the old elk velvet viscosity. Whoops.
Velvet viscosity? The
So
fuck
it's a
is,
single barrel.
is that a weeder pick?
Yeah, it's a
You guys
weeded
ever
bourbon.
try this Old Camp?
That Diet Dew is a single barrel.
When you mixing that Mountain Dew in.
Hey, don't be knocking my Diet Dew.
And then Adam got this
I'm
today.
right there with you, buddy.
This is on his way to Adam Monday.
Which one's that one?
This is the Breaking Bourbon Sealback pick.
Shoot.
That's a nice bottle.
Yeah, dude, it's got some good stuff in there, some high age stuff, and it's
Look at that. It's 15 5-year, 10% or 5% 10-year, 50% 14, and 30% 16.
112 proof.
112.
Old
Yeah, that's-
Tennessee.
Oh,
100% overpriced.
probably.
yeah.
So I
It
got
was.
this yesterday,
If
and
it's Tennessee, it is.
I picked up 3 more today for JD to ship out to him because he was looking for them.
Those are pretty tasty.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Stall.
Me and Shane Long are both drinking some Diet Dew.
Yeah, I got one of those this week. Dude.
How much did you pay
A
for
Diet
yours?
Dew?
Bottle chug.
40.
$1.89.
25.
Yeah, actually, it was 50 because you should have
Like
seen the
25
store. I
for a
told them
2
on. I don't forget whose channel we were on the other night, but I told them like we went into this store and it was like, it was a shithole. Like, we've all seen like shithole stores where you're like, not a good store. Like this is one that like it had a funky smell. Like you're like, I don't know what that smell is. Whoa.
It's cheap whiskey.
Angry
So
Beard,
it was
man.
kind of like the Jimi Hendrix song.
And like you couldn't walk because they had this like big shelf in the middle. Dude. But the guy, he was like an old guy, didn't know anything he had, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just pay it. He like started working me. He's like, yeah, it says $40, but because it's so dusty, I gotta add 10%. So that's batch 1.
Nice.
Kind of a cool, not super dusty.
You still have 19 people here?
Yeah, we still got 19.
Listen, it's a Friday night, people. What the? What are you doing hanging out with our drunk asses?
This is what people should be doing.
guys are fun.
Not out
Why aren't more people out here hanging with our drunk ass?
There we go, Stahl. Let's tear it up, dude.
Dude, he just has that hanging on his wall. He doesn't even know how to fucking play it.
I only know how to play. I only know how to play Metallica and anything by
Smoke on
Van
the
Halen.
water. Smoke on the water.
Hey Ben,
I do Van Halen.
oh,
What?
Hey, if anybody else wants
Bobby
to
said
go,
we had
we do have space. We've got 2
So,
open spots
real
right
quick,
now.
Henry, it's a virtual pub, buddy. Cheers, brother.
yes, sir.
I don't know what you're drinking out of, but cheers.
hey, so
So
everybody,
this is Jameson that's only available at their distillery in Ireland.
Cool.
Oh, that is cool.
this is a great. It's a fucking fun live. So
What is it, Bobby?
This is how you can tell that you're really starting to get buzzed.
This is a great live feed, so we need to cheer a good live feed.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, hit that like if you haven't. If you do, it automatically enters you to win one of Whiskey Shit's children.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And his ex-wife.
boy.
I'm going to pour this.
And his ex-wife.
You don't want any part of that.
Wait, that might not be. Everybody's going to hit the down like, the unlike.
This is what I poured to cheers you guys.
Even though my palate's shot, what the hell am I gonna do?
Toasted barrel.
I gotta get some more water. I can't go with rum.
I can get some Four Gates Whiskey Samurai. Let me know which one you're looking for, and I can tell you.
All of them, Mike. All of them.
Dude, like they're available online, a lot of them. The 12 is gone.
I have some samples, but I don't have any.
For the record, I have something Shane don't got.
Herpes?
Oh, no, shit. Come on. We know you got that.
You're correct. I do not have the 12.
Go with collaboration. Nice.
That Forgate has a
Mike,
nice
you gotta
color on
leverage
it.
that.
But I
Leverage
do
that
have
shit,
batch
dude.
1. Good luck finding that one.
That's the other one.
Yeah. Oh, show us.
No.
What the hell
I don't
did
like
you
to
guys
show it off. I don't like to
Yeah,
show
I
it
know
on
what you're saying,
stream,
yeah.
Shane.
You don't want to flex that hard. I got
Still
it.
looking for an Alberta premium?
I am.
If
Ooh, what is that?
you get
Oh,
the
Andalusia
Remus,
key.
can get you in Alberta.
Hold on, zoom in. Wait.
That's the Andalusia key.
Yeah, there you go. You're a little too close. There you go. Yeah, but do you have an old elk?
Well, I can't get it. I just passed by it.
What's that, Bobby?
I said I can get it. I just have always passed by it.
Where did cheap whiskey go?
Let's pick up some cheap whiskey.
It's out.
Hey,
Anybody want to talk about their secrets to the hunt?
I do want to say one thing. Like, we've all been on Cheech's stream, right?
I don't know if I've ever been on there.
We
seen it.
We love Cheech's stream.
I've worked on it. I've worked on it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up because this is like the complete inverse of Cheech's stream. Cheech's stream is nice and calm and, intellectual, and this is...
Yeah, Cheech's stream is 30 minutes in a row of Stan.
Oh, 4. Nice.
Okay, just a second. Can I finish?
Can I finish?
If you must.
Oh, Adam, that's good.
How come we have never had Jen come on our stream?
I don't think Jed's come on anybody's stream.
Jen, if you come on our stream, it would be amazing.
We would take your virginity.
Stream virginity. Chip has been bottle chugging, so ignore him.
Hell, so much for that.
Well, that guarantees that she's not going to come on at all.
Jen, do not come on our stream.
Dude, we got a pirate. Arr.
Hey, Henry, that last one I showed you, that was a good one. These are pretty solid, too.
Listen, old man Joe. One man's unicorn is another man's jackass. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Like, I'll say I drank a unicorn this week, and it sucked. I did. I drank Old Rip 10.
Oh, God. I do not like.
No, it was fucking boring and
I
hot.
cannot drink it.
Hey,
Now, there you go.
it's
Fort Nelson
because of that
Reserve.
Cheech that we want her
Yes.
on our stream.
What the fuck is that?
That
I'm in
is
Australia.
fantastic, Bobby.
In Australia, we called guys like
what is that? I never seen that.
Shane
Did you
with a
see who,
guitar.
did you see who bottled it and barreled it?
Yes. That you want to talk about unicorn? That's as unicorn as it gets.
What is that?
What the fuck is that? Fort Nelson Reserve Mictors.
Wow.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Jen, we hope we can get on your calendar.
So who's
Indeed.
got the nicest
Adam,
looking whiskey
Come in
bottle?
on this.
That's
where I wanna
pretty interesting, buddy.
What's that?
What was
cheap
that?
whiskey?
Cheap whiskey? Jinx, Mike, you owe me a Coke. Cheap whiskey. What was
What's
that?
the nicest whiskey bottle you guys have? I like looking at labeling and packaging and that sort of thing.
Oh, nicest bottle? Dude, I'm just saying the Peerless bottles are fucking bomb.
Nicest as in like rarest, or nicest as in
Check out
like
this smoke
That
wagon
smoke wagon,
bottle, dude.
dude.
It's got
That's bad.
engraving and shit in it.
I mean, it's kind of
What's
hard to
the
beat this one.
most aesthetically pleasing?
It's kind of hard to beat this one.
Pretty
Okay.
badass.
Or we're done with that one. That's stupid.
Hold
Stop
on,
it.
hold on. We got other guys trying to show you.
That
one's pretty
label is
rad.
cool, but
Hell
the
yeah,
bottle is
dude.
normal.
Dude, is that Thundercat?
That's pretty sick.
That is
I like
totally
the holographic
Thundercat.
look on that.
Dude.
What is that?
Cool.
That's a smooth angler pick.
Oh, dude, that is a great freaking tater sticker.
Right?
That's a really good label. That to me is a fantastic label.
Mike, stop.
I mean, you want to talk cool looking bottles, you know.
Mike, I'm on top of this shit.
It's this right here. This is the nicest bottle right here.
That long neck looked like it needs to have olive oil in it.
Look at that bottle.
Nah, dude, I don't dig that Peerless stuff or the bottles.
Bottle wise, no, it's not special.
I mean, you want to get into cool bottles.
Dude, the Peerless Rye is legit.
Hang on.
This is the bottle.
I kind of like the Stag bottle, honestly.
That's the same bottle everybody has.
That's a good looking bottle, dude.
That's the same bottle everybody has.
In the back, it's got like the gold. Like that's fucking legit.
I mean,
yeah, but the bottle shape is like a normal bottle.
Okay, but I'm not gonna put it in my ass, dude. I don't care.
There you go.
You told me you would.
Whoa, Bobby. Bobby's got it.
Oh, that's legit.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's a wild turkey with a fan feather, right?
Yeah, that's the turkey. They got away from it, and it's like not the same.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa, dude,
That's
fucking rad.
That is sweet there.
Is that a trophy?
Fucking rad.
I didn't know we were gonna get like shitty Ben. Hold on.
Uh-oh, here comes Bobby. Ken, you
think
gonna
you're better
join
than
or
me?
you still mowing your lawn?
Think you're better than me?
The problem is that's a bitch of a bottle to pour out of. Like,
All right. There you go.
that's
Ooh.
Oh,
there you go.
Bobby.
Yeah.
I'll show you a sexy bottle right here. That is a
Big
sexy
Dick Club
bottle.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, that Pelican I think's got.
That's a
first
good
place.
look. That's a freaking a very
It's between-
classy label.
Remus.
Yep.
I got one of those coming to
What
me.
was that? That 4-stage?
Then you've got
Which was that nice one you had, Adam?
Shane, was that the 3?
yeah, that's the 3.
Nice.
You got the
Mike's got one
Madness.
for me.
That's a great.
Is that
bottle
a
of
cigar
label.
blend?
No,
Yeah.
that's a cognac finish.
Cognac, or is that Dickel juice or no?
Ooh.
I don't know. Let me see.
Dude,
Nope.
you couldn't
Pretty
center on
DP.
me. I had my hands full.
It's hard to beat that label right there. I don't care who you are.
That's your mama.
Are we just like? Of course, Shane's gonna label drop.
Fuck you with
No,
your barrel
I mean
proof.
seriously, dude. Any of the Taylors, not just this one, but any
Shane.
of them.
Which one is that? Single barrel?
Shane,
No, it's
what do you
barrel-proof.
what do you want? What do you want,
Yeah.
bro?
Barrel-proof.
He was
Shane,
messing
I
I want
want
my
that
first
bottle.
born, my
So-
second born, my third born. What do you want?
Shane, I want that bottle. Shane.
Yes.
Shane.
Why do people freak out over that barrel proof?
Because
I-
I've never
We've
had one.
never had it. That's why.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this right now. You know, the best whiskey is your friend's whiskey. It's just like a boat.
I'm coming to South Carolina and we're gonna make love.
That's
Dude,
some
whenever-
novel shit. It's got a fucking bird collection over there.
Still sealed.
Does it come out the ass or the face?
Yeah, still,
Hey.
man, fuck that. Who's pouring out of that thing? Nobody. Nobody's pouring out of that thing.
Well,
you have
you're
a
right.
bottle
Nobody's
that has a
poured out of
rooster
this
on
one
it?
since 1980.
Here we go.
Lottos.
Like, that's a pretty sexy presentation.
That's a good presentation. Hold on.
Rider's Tears, also a great one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Cask strength.
Cask
2019.
strength. Anytime you can get an Irish cask strength, that's a good deal.
Hold on.
I mean-
John T's got something to show off.
Right.
There you go. Cigar
Yeah,
blend.
that's good.
John
stuff.
T.
And we're all
you,
blown
John
out
T.
of the water.
John T, I don't
That's
like you
good
anymore.
stuff.
I see
It's
your
good
cigar
stuff,
blend.
man. I've been nibbling
I
on
see
this
your
for a
cigar
while.
blend.
That is a pretty neat
Oh, that's pretty
That
cool.
elk is nice.
Got the elk topper.
Shit, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hadouken.
Hold on. I think Sean's
That's
got to
right.
figure it out here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That wins them all, boys.
So,
Oh, yeah, baby.
you know what's kind of funny is the elk doesn't really fit in the old elk bottle very well.
Oh, that's a nice bottle too.
Ben, where the fuck did you get that, dude?
The hell? Damn.
Why
that's
was
saving
that
for
not
us.
in the
Young
text
Pei
message,
Chang
Bourbon?
ribbon and everything.
What did you say? Tim Evans said that's E.H. Taylor VTAC? No.
Yeah, barrel proof is so fucking hard to get, dude, and you have to overpay for it if you're gonna get it now.
Well, because barrel proof, it came out like 10 months ago. You got to go hunt in another month or two when it comes out.
Yeah.
Dude, that just looks dirty, cheap whiskey.
Yeah.
Derringer?
Well, I did
Not
buy that
whiskey, but it's
Derringer
cologne.
whiskey, which, by the way, is garbage whiskey.
Is it?
But the bottle is badass.
The bottle's badass and the cork is badass.
Yeah. But the whiskey, it's like 5-year MGP. It's horrible.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, that's
that's
pretty
really
cool.
That's cool.
Damn it. I just dropped the fucking thing. Shit.
Now you done it, Floridian.
Yep.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
I
Mike
got it.
doing back there with his bookshelf, dude? That's what I want to know.
He went to get something. Oh,
Stag.
Big Dick BTAC.
I actually won this bottle from the whiskey dictionary. So
All
full
right.
credit to him.
All right, Henry, that's a bottle you need to know, dude.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
Why didn't you do it?
Oh shit!
What is the deciding factor
Which one?
to spend over $200 on a bottle?
Wow, that's a good question, Jen. I would say
Your budget.
Old Carter American Whiskey 6.
Budget and desire. 'Cause, I mean, there are some bottles, even if you're on a budget, you see it.
Yeah.
If it's $200, you're gonna grab it.
The deciding factor.
I will buy this at MSRP every time I see it, as much as they will let me.
Yeah. 23-year-old Evan Williams.
Yes.
You can get it at the store now.
Yeah, you can.
Man, they charge a butt ton for it.
Well, it's the regular MSRP price though.
That's the only bottle I've spent over 200 on is that Kentucky.
So that's a legitimate question, right? Like that is a good question.
Yeah, totally. It's so
the
honestly,
factor is FOMO, dude. It's wanting to try something that's supposedly special, right?
Not just. I do
yes.
think first you have to have $200. That's valid.
There you go.
Right.
But it has to be a whiskey. Like, look, obviously, I saw a Weller 12 175 for $1,200 in a liquor store in Tennessee, and I asked the guy, I'm like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, how are you're gonna sell that? He goes, oh yeah, I sell them at that price all the time. I'm like, what?
What a dick.
So not gonna pay $1,200 for a Weller 12. I would pay $200 for any of those old Carters that I've had.
Yep.
So that leads me to think that most of that product line is going to be in that realm.
A 4-gate.
A 4 gates.
Yep, that's 200. Yep.
But to Jen's
Oh
point,
my God, Bourbon, why is this not in a list of things that you're willing to sell or trade?
It's all Young Pei Chang's, dude. Young Pei Chang has the
birthday bourbon.
Has a special fucking spot in his heart.
Hey, Bourbon,
What
have
year
you
is
ever
that?
had a Chris Reeves knife?
2020.
Oh, nice.
No, I've not had a Chris Reeves knife. Though I hear they can't move very well.
wow. Did you see what Mike Hunt said?
No.
He paid $200 to never hear me play guitar again.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you this,
I mean,
Mike.
he was wrong.
That was a wrench.
You can leave the channel anytime you want. It's your choice.
I know he's somebody's like alternate account.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know whose alt it is.
Probably,
I love
probably fucking Matt Porter or somebody.
That would be amazing. That would be so good.
Porter would.
Yeah, I don't know. Seriously, how do you quantify, 200 when there's so many good bottles at $60?
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy because I'm just telling
It's
you,
hard.
this one's almost gone.
Yeah, it's really, Jen. It comes down to the limited availability, so you know that there's only so many of these.
FOMO. So you want to be somebody that owns that bottle.
Well, I
The
would say if you
quality
haven't
of
tried it,
disease.
I wouldn't pay $200 for something I hadn't tried unless it was like something that had a lot of rave reviews and I trusted those reviews and I just happened to stumble across one.
Well, I'd be in the same category, Schwanger. It'd have to be somebody that I identified with their palate.
Right.
And I trusted
Yours,
them.
old man Joe.
And somewhere along that lines, and I came across it. You know, I'm a guy that I'm usually an MSRP guy, but depending on certain things, I will go $50 above. I've never went more than $50 above MSRP on anything. But you know, at the same time, that's the unique thing about, like, if you look at this stage, right? This is what there's 6, 7, 8. You're talking like we're spread across the U.S. You have the Utah, you have Ohio. I mean, you have a lot of people and a lot of places. Burbank up in New Jersey, New York area. I mean, you just have a lot of people everywhere. So, you know what the idea is that you have this opportunity where you sit around and say, hey, listen, I'd really like to try. Like, I really want to someday come across a sample of uncut, unfiltered smoke wagon, because
You're getting a whole bottle, Bobby. I'm caught up on shipping.
Dude, I will send you a bottle.
Hey, he's making a point. He's making a point.
I've heard so many people talk about, but you know, this right here, these things that, like, someone saying, hey, I can hook you up. That means that, hey, what is it that I have that maybe I can hook you up?
Right.
Right? It's how do we?
When I run out of Weller Antique.
Well, I can do that all day.
Yeah, for example, with Mike Stahl. Mike wants Alberta Premium. I can get him Alberta Premium easy for $70. I can't get Remus up here. He can get me Remus.
I'll get you Remus. We'll do a trade, bro.
Remus what? The repeal or the store picks or what?
I'm happy with the standard store pick. I can't get any Remus here. It just hasn't made it here.
I'm just telling you, the store pick is freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
Barrel proof.
Unless it's a shitty store pick.
No, this one is. I mean that it's my go-to jam right now. I just sent one to Amy Bohm yesterday.
Cool.
Hey, Henry.
Drop me an email tomorrow.
Behind me.
Yeah, you have my. You know how to get a hold of me, right, Jim?
Henry,
you guys have your email, yeah.
At any time, buddy.
Honestly, Jen, that's a super good question.
What's up? What's up?
Cheech. That's a really good question.
What'd you call me?
Cheech, we freaking love you, man. We appreciate
Henry, I said,
community, bro.
this whiskey behind me, you can drink that anytime, bud.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like, Shitz has not just an awesome name, but the dude sends out more fucking samples than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Like, I just don't have the energy to send out as many samples as he does, but like, everybody's like, he's always like, oh, did you get those samples? And I was like, shit, you sent more samples? Like, holy cow.
Hop in my DMs.
Like, legit, he sent me 12 samples. I didn't even ask him for samples. He didn't even ask for anything in return.
They were all goat piss, though.
I mean, it was different things, right? Like, we like to try different things. Not all of them were, freaking his Stag 14, but
some was goat, some was lamb, some was like wine, some was irrelevant.
There you go.
I thought I do think, like, we were talking to Top Shelf Dustin.
Oh yeah, well, last feed we were on.
Yeah, and he made some good points, right? Like, it's I think it's more about buying the good whiskey. So instead of just buying whiskey for the sake of buying whiskey, for a lot of us, like, either buy that $60 store pick that you love or $70 store pick, or save up. Don't buy the Remus Reserve that you may or may not love. Save up and buy that 4-gate that you've been wanting to really get, or you've tried and it's a hitter, or
that's the thing, right? You said something really important right there. You said try.
Yep.
You have to try it. If you're going to go out there and drop money, serious money on something, then go spend a little bit of money on a freaking drink of it. Find out what I like. I can remember like that, and this is going to be like one of those things that I'm going to have, like, in this little group, someone's going to hate it. But I can remember the first time I went and had George T. Stagg. I instantly knew at that moment I'd never buy it.
Never's a long time, Bobby, because I can tell you 2019, is not what 2020 is, and I can tell you 2020 is my favorite bourbon.
Well, I'm not saying that I wouldn't try it, but you know what? I won't buy it without trying it first because
I'd pay $300 for the 2020. Ask Tim Evans, like it's legit.
My experience is like the very first time I tried George T. Stagg, which would be 2018, I did not care for it. So you know, like in Ohio, it's only lottery. We don't have no choice but the lottery. You have to be in the lottery. You have to win the lottery to get a chance to buy it. And I was like, well, I won't even win. I won't even enter that one. I'll enter something else.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, I mean, if I had to choose anything in a lottery like that, like, dude, I'm telling you right now, there's not much I would choose that isn't GTS. I mean, 2019 was the exception, not the rule.
But you've never tried the William LaRue Weller.
I've not tried William LaRue. I would probably get that one if it was available.
And have you had any of the old Carters or the Four Gates?
No, yeah. So Four Gate, I have. Old Carter, I can't get
Wait,
at all.
you have a Four Gate, but have you tried it?
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
Okay, what do you have?
I've got 10 and 12.
Okay, but you haven't tried 12, correct?
Yeah, I have. It's open.
Okay, because the Kelvin collabs are supposed to be kind of the premier of that whole line of the Four Gates.
I liked 11 best, Shane.
Really?
It was
so the outer loop.
Yeah.
Is that the outer loop orbit?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I've got that
I think
one.
11 was the best, but I couldn't find it. So yeah.
Dude, they're all over Kentucky right now.
So Stahl, what do you think of those?
They're freaking amazing. But some of those, like
Are they
right?
$200 amazing?
Yeah, yes, I would pay $200. In fact, I would look for another 12 if I could find it, even after just having the neck pour. But on the other hand, it's like I would rather spend $200 on another that, you know, is good. Because I never drink the same thing over and over again, like during the night, right? Like I'll have a drink of this and then a drink of something else. You know, you know, I don't just keep drinking the same thing all the way through typically.
But Mike, if you go back to the original question, right? If it's like, what would you be willing to spend $200 on? And it's something you haven't had, but you've heard.
Yep.
What is your process? What is the process to say, hey, I'm willing to drop $200 on something and I haven't had it?
So it's like the Four Gate, right? Like I think you've seen enough of the Four Gate. A lot of it is, you know, you listen to a Matt Porter, you listen to, you know, My Bourbon Journey or Mash and Drum, and you know you have to make a decision, right? Like I wouldn't do the $200 if I couldn't afford it. Right. I'll listen to Whiskey Shitz on the Kentucky Owl, you know, batch 4 that he bought, and he's like, I don't know if I'd do it again at $3, right? Like, you know, so you take all of that information.
I need that Shane Long price.
Because, you know, I can't go find a pour of Four Gate.
We all need that Shane Long price.
Yeah, right. I can't go buy a Four Gate pour in Colorado. It doesn't ship to Colorado. Right? It doesn't ship really to the Rocky Mountains, right? It ships to California.
Ohio. You can't find that in Ohio anywhere.
And so being able to get my hands on it, it's like, you know, I'm willing to take a chance on something if, you know, you've heard enough about it. You know, we have a community that talks a lot, which is a benefit and a problem.
Well, I think for me, right, well, the reason why I haven't like sought out somebody to say, hey, listen, I really want you to get this for me is because, you know, and I'm a douche for this, but you know, I have a hard time. Listen, Jason C was one of the dudes that was the first person to reach out and help me when I very first started. And I love Jason C. He's a Buckeye guy from New Jersey. I've been to his house and that stuff. But who isn't going to plug something that they're selling in their channel? I mean, like that would be like, hey, you should really get this Bourbon Battalion shirt. It makes you feel hard and wet and happy all day long. And you're like,
you get a tattoo and you don't even get lightheaded.
Yeah. You know what? It's amazing. You know, so I mean, at the same time, it's like, so
I'm sure this was meant toward Mike. There's never been a truer statement posted on the channel.
I don't think I was the one that timed out my cunt, for the record.
Cheap whiskey. Where are you at? Where are you located?
Right here.
No. Where are you located in the country?
Dude,
What
he's
state?
my buddy. He's
I'm in my
local to
basement
me. He's
getting
in
drunk.
Utah. Yeah.
Utah.
Well, I didn't hear you, whiskey yet.
Yeah, good luck to you.
He's in Utah.
Utah.
Oh, okay.
What?
You need to get him over there and start tasting some of that shit.
So I think the question that
Utah.
Cheap whiskey, you came up with a good question, right? So other than just going to a regular store, you have to look and find who are people that are actively involved in, whether it be YouTube or whether it be in whiskey. There's a lot of people that do stuff on the side, right? So the majority of my stuff,
Ooh.
I do.
What's that one with the letter M behind you?
Henry,
Shit's is shitty.
come to my house. I will put you through a tasting that you will not forget, buddy.
Well, and the thing is,
Got
right,
you, man.
so somewhere along the lines, right? It's
The offer's on the table. Always.
a lot of people.
Hold on, let me get on my motorcycle right now.
No, not yet.
I would venture to say that there's a lot of people that are tubers that could actually give a really good tasting experience to someone that wants a tasting experience.
What's that one with the letter M behind you, though? I'm curious.
Oh, the 291.
291 maple.
291 maple.
Yeah.
So this is
That's pretty
actually
good.
one that it's a Colorado distillery that Mike sent me. So it's a rye whiskey finished in
Maple syrup.
Aspen wood stave and maple syrup barrels. And that proof is legit, dude.
That's got to be like ridiculously diabetic.
That'll be the first
Oh,
one.
they
I
really
try.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been sharing it quite a bit, Shane.
I would be
Let
pouring
me
that
know
shit
if
on
you
my
want
pancakes.
anything from California. I'll be heading there pretty soon.
I
So,
pour this on my pancakes, buddy.
yeah.
Got to.
Oh, that's why they said, or they asked if you're drinking coolant.
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew. That's my palate cleanser.
Yeah, I'm drinking this Old Camp. I'm drinking this Old Camp Peach Pecan whiskey. It's pretty good. It's not too sweet where it kind of burns your throat. It's just sweet enough to where you can taste it.
What's the proof?
Banana cream pie.
It's 200% proof. No, I'm just kidding. It's
200% proof.
70% proof.
Holy cow. I need some of that.
That would get the job done.
Yeah, no, it's
Quick.
Hey, Cheech, go ahead and post it in chat, dude. I'm making you a mod. Hold on. There you go.
He already is a mod.
No,
Cheap
he
whiskey.
just whiskey
You
on.
were asking about fancy bottles?
Will do.
This for me is probably one of the fanciest bottles I've got. If only for the bottle itself. The whiskey that's inside is okay. The bourbon that's inside is okay, but the bottle itself.
Okay, so
They went all out on the bottle.
Okay, so I'm laying it down right now because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not just about the whiskey inside.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Truth
it's
bomb's
not.
about to come out.
Yep, it's not. It's true. I'm gonna drop the mic. Right. It is about the.
I'm gonna play some backing music.
Yeah, it's about difficulty to find the whiskey. It's about the occasion you're drinking the whiskey. It's, I mean, wines are good. Wines are great. Getting tasting notes are amazing. But in the end, like, it's an entire experience. It's looking at the bottle, the label, how you got it, where you drank it, who you drank it with. That whole thing is part of the bourbon. It's not just for the whiskey. It's not just the juice in the bottle. What was that?
So there's a little ticket down here on the front, and you peel it.
I agree 100%.
And he has to peel. You peel it, and there's text inside. There's a QR code, which if you can scan that, good luck to you. I can't.
Nutritional
And there's tasting
facts
notes.
may
it's
cause
the whole
cancer in the
aesthetic that
state
they
of
went for.
California.
Yeah, this bottle is from California.
So anyway, I just laid it down, mic drop, but I don't want to drop the mic because it's $100 mic. But yeah, you get it. I will say, like, I have bottles of whiskey that, you know, I cracked when my son-in-law came out with my granddaughter for the first time. And that bottle of whiskey, even if the juice, I mean, it was really good juice. No mistake. That was the reserve rye. But it wouldn't, you know, it would have been good if it was a, you know, freaking early times bottled in bond, just because of the moment that it was there.
The moment that it was there.
Yeah, I mean, should we write a whiskey song? Like,
It makes it sweeter.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Meaningful. It adds to the experience of the whiskey.
so I do think there's a time and a place, like what Bobby always talks about, where you sit there and you determine the juice value, right? Like the actual whiskey in the bottle, the value, the quality, the do I like it or not, and all that. But then there's the time you sit back and you're like, you know, goddamn, this tastes really good. I'm having it with friends, and it really is the best bottle of whiskey right now.
Hey Henry,
I
if you're going to that camp out next month, I'm gonna bring at least some half decent stuff.
I agree 100%. Like, yeah, I am actually. All right, yeah, man. Bring whatever you feel like bringing. I'll bring something too. You probably already have it, but I'll bring something too.
So is your
Adam doesn't have anything I didn't send him.
Is your name Henry?
Yeah.
So the thing that I would challenge you with the question
To touch on what you were saying about whiskeys and, you know, enjoying it with the ones that you love and, you know, having a good time and having a good whiskey to go with having that good time just makes it even more better. Like right now,
He also
this is a
responds
cheap
to
bottle of
Jihadi
whiskey,
Joe.
but it tastes good right now, and I'm having a good time with it until I'm with you guys.
as you're exploring, important that Adam can bring to the table, right? Is that why do you like it? Understand.
You gotta play quieter, Shane. We can't hear everybody else talking.
The profile, you have to figure out what you like and figure out why you like it. And then that's the thing I think you're invested. And in that investing, you have that opportunity to do that. I have people stop by the house and say, hey, I have buddies, which I have that often. And it's just the idea of like, yeah, let me help you understand why do you like it so that you can figure out what you like when you go to buy it. And then you can explore your palate and it will expand, it will change. And everybody in here knows your palate will change. But we have to start out with the idea of what do you like and why? And Adam,
So Bobby, what would you recommend? I always start out with like Buffalo Trace, store pick, and then go to Eagle Rare, something kind of sweet for non-beginners. You know,
I think that in order to start, if you have a low-level introductory person coming in, there's you should, and I do this, and it may sound crazy, but I do 6 pours. I always do 6 pours.
I have a low-level introductory.
Classic bourbon. I do a wheater. I do a rye. I always do a barrel proof. I do a finished. And then I do something special. And then I help them understand, why does someone think this is special? What's the difference? So we have to explore, because I have to figure out, are you a wheated guy? Are you a rye guy? Are you a high rye bourbon guy? So I just do like, and I say, listen, this is the taste of this, and this is what you're going to get. And then, so we always go through the process and say, this is what it is when you hear finished. You know, so it's just,
a lot of them don't even know, you know.
To buy small amounts, small quantities to try it out.
I buy
when it comes to beer, I'll usually go to a restaurant and have their little that little paddle that they have with various types of beer, and I'll kind of figure out what I like from that, and then order from that specific palette. And so Yeah, dude. I'm new to whiskey.
But
I like it.
it's
It's
the same.
good,
It's the same thing.
and I'm more than wanting to try new types of whiskeys, different types of variations, from different barrels and different states, and so on and so forth.
Start with before you go. Like that's advanced. To me, that's terribly advanced. You can't be going into like staves and get into that stuff before you get into the basics. Do I like a bourbon? Do I like a wheated? Do I like a rye? I mean, it has to start low level and then expand.
Where'd Shane Long go?
Yeah, where did he go?
I don't know. He'll be back.
He's singing. No. You could go right into what Adam's got, go right to the
Adam's
light
got a
whiskey
whole
and
fucking collection
150%,
behind him,
and then
so I think
you might
that's a
not
good
see him
start.
again or anything.
You gotta be careful. So listen, you can sit in. I'm not with listen, I'm not a guy that don't have a lot of booze. So listen, like the guys in here, Mike and these guys know, between me and the Gunny, we're on 2,000 bottles. It's not about that. It's about before you go to X and you're willing to spend this, you got to figure out what the hell you like.
Yeah. Now, as far as whiskey goes, what I do like is honey whiskey. I do like that.
Which makes sense, right?
American honey, that's fucking delicious. But that's as far as I know, as far as good whiskey.
That will change.
Yeah,
There will be a day, Henry, you will think that is garbage.
I don't know that that's true, Bobby. I think there are people that like what they like, and I think that's perfectly okay. I do. I think it's perfectly okay. Some people fucking like, what's the Canadian shit that's peach?
Oh, Crown Royal.
Crown Royal peach. Like people love that shit.
But they don't
shit flies off the shelf.
But they don't drink anything but that, Mike.
Yeah, but that's what they like. That's something that it makes us kind of come off as sounding like assholes.
No, but
when we say shit like that, because that's like saying if you knew better.
Based off of what I've been drinking, I would say I like sweeter types of whiskey, like this peach pecan whiskey, pretty sweet. But again, I'm open to everything. So,
like that's like saying it has to be high proof whiskey to be good whiskey. If you go talk to like somebody with a really advanced palate that likes Scotch, they're going to tell you that a high proof whiskey screws up the taste, right? Because alcohol itself is a terrible flavor. It is.
Yeah, but
It is. You cannot go talk to a distiller. They cannot put flavor into the actual proof.
That is true. Alcohol in itself is
right. The alcohol
flavor.
itself is bad. What makes the whiskey good is when you get a barrel proof whiskey that has not been watered down when it comes out of the barrel. It's the alcohol itself does not have the flavor. It's everything else in there. And so you can go talk to the distiller at Four Roses, the distiller at freaking Brown Foreman, any of those like advanced distillers. And I've heard them tell us directly in interviews that the higher the proof, the harder it is to get flavor out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree, Mike, 100%, because it's kind of like a bell curve. You kind of start low, build yourself up to barrel proof, and then come back down because you got the palate for the flavors in there and whatnot. So kind of hang out at barrel proof. I like barrel proof. So,
but yeah, the barrel proof
now.
Yeah, the reason barrel proof is so exceptional for most palates is because it hasn't been the flavor that's not alcohol has not been watered down. As soon as you start watering it down, you're not really watering down the flavor of the alcohol. You're watering down everything else.
The fatty esters.
The fatty acid esters.
Right, Bobby?
Yep. But Mike, I don't disagree with what you've said. I think that the point is that
that's straight from the master distillers, but whatever. I read it.
You have to look at the idea of like an advanced palate wants a really, really easy, smooth entry with a big explosion and a great finish, and they want that proof because they're going to get that stuff, right? But when you very first started, go back to the very first time you ever were introduced, right? and think about what that is and think about what you think about it today. If Henry's talking about he wants to get into bourbon and understand, I'm not saying that, listen, honey whiskey is bad. I'm just saying that there will come a time that you may find that you say, hey, listen, that's way too sweet. I don't care for that anymore.
But some people want that sweetness in their whiskey.
I agree. Some people don't want to evolve past it.
Like I still like, Elijah Craig, for example, barrel proof. I like it. I find other flavors to be better. Some people love it, right? Like I don't have to have I like scotch that's, I do prefer, just for the experience, right? Like I always told my wife, like you drink a scotch or whiskey in general, it's not just the flavor that comes in. It's like, you feel it, right? Like I'm not saying you're drunk. I'm just saying the Kentucky hug or whatever it might be, like you feel it when you take it, right? And that's what I like. That's why I like not just the flavor, but the experience of a higher proof, right? Yep. The flavor, though, doesn't rely on a higher proof.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Mike, have you tried Pappy 15 or whatnot? That was one, and it comes in at
I tried
90,
some
and that's
pretty
really
good
good.
scotch a while back, and with alcohol in general, I find that the aftertaste is what I like the most. So as far as the aftertaste, like if it's scotch, I know that's pretty, I would say harsh, but it's a good harsh. The same with whiskey. It's a good harsh whiskey where I know it's whiskey. So as long as the type of alcohol is profound, I should be cool with it for the most part.
I'm thinking rye guy.
Agreed.
Yeah, because you start off with a different type of palate on the front, and then it kind of burns in the back as you go down.
Yeah, for example, with this Crown Royal, it's pretty smooth up front, and you get kicked in the teeth on the back end because that pepper comes right up and right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say rye guy.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's the aftertaste is what I'm after.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Bobby calls the finish.
Yeah, it's finished. So
I thought about baking a ham in honey whiskey as an experiment to see how that turns out.
I would say take the drippings and put it in your whiskey.
Actually, I made a ham with I mixed Sazerac rye and Old
You guys are
Tub,
gonna make me fucking hungry.
mixed it together, and then used it as a basting on top of the ham. It turned out pretty good, kind of a burr rye / getting kind of creative every once in a while, So.
Yeah. Ooh, I believe it too.
I really like steak.
People use wine for cooking, so I would assume any other alcohol would be fine, just as long as it's used in the right.
Yeah,
steak sounds good.
With the exception of the neutral spirits like vodka and gin, but whiskey. There's certainly people cook with whiskey all the time. There's definitely applications for it.
Where the hell did Shane Long go?
I don't know. It's like
Hey,
2:30 in the morning there. He might be like, there's not enough freaking Mountain Dew to keep me awake right now.
So Henry,
He's doing a concert. He might be back later.
There's a couple women that do a really good job.
What the fuck am I watching right now?
It's that early morning motivation.
You're watching a terrorist training camp.
So if you watch,
nice.
If you've ever watched It's Bourbon Night, Sarah has a couple of different episodes with Will Work for Bourbon.
That's directed at you, Adam.
She actually cooks with whiskey, and so does Tiffany. The
Shane, I miss you, bro. Come back with your guitar.
Lord Shane Long, you never emailed me. Damn it.
Shane, if you come back, we will let you play your guitar.
I will show you my nipple.
I could talk over that.
Yeah, we weren't over your playing. We just wanted it slightly lower in volume. That's all.
I didn't want
no background music. But I always like to point out to people, as a good example, my journey started with possibly the worst way you could start, because I had no idea what I was doing. Nobody else in my family drinks whiskey. So I just went to the liquor store one day and said, okay, I want to drink scotch. What should I pick? You know what I picked? Brand McNish. That's where I started. And between that and Black Label, I almost gave up. Because I drank a half a bottle of Black Label one night and woke up so hungover I couldn't go to work. And that's the truth. That happened. And then I found 3 whiskeys that showed me, okay, there is a way forward here. Old Pulteney 12, Old Granddad, and Chivas 18, which was a gift to me. And those 3 show me, hey, there is a way forward here. There is good scotch here, a good whiskey here, if you look for it, if you know how to look for it. And it breaks my heart that they changed, that they rebranded Old Pulteney 12 and dropped it down to 40. Because at 43 it was pretty decent. At 40, I don't want anything to do with it. It's like, why bother?
Mine started out with moonshine, and then I went to like Everclear, that type of thing.
Okay.
And then
I love Everclear.
And then it just kind of dipped down, and then I started picking up the bourbon, and just different flavors, but
I started with Basil Hayden, man. Like that was the one that I was like, damn, it's just good. You feel it, there's nothing harsh or offensive about something like that. And, but to Bobby's point, like once you can handle more proof, right, then you can get different things out of the whiskey. I think that doesn't mean you like it more, but it whiskey does offer more at higher proofs because you can get into barrel proofs that aren't cut down by water. And then you can cut them down by water as you choose. Right. And then when you add water, you start to get different notes out of it. It actually changes the chemical, whatever it is in whiskey when you add water. And so that's kind of why higher proof ends up being more attractive. You do get you get more of a feel. You do, get more out of it because it's not so watered down.
Well, you
still may like the honey note, of a honey whiskey, right? You may like a sweet, bourbon that, like some people never, like my son, my stepson would never go into whiskey. He's like, I smell that shit. It's bad. But you give him a honey whiskey, he might like it. And then, that might be his level of whiskey that, he wants and that's not even a level. Like that sounds almost judgmental, right?
Yeah.
That might be his version of whiskey that he enjoys, if that makes sense. Not everybody likes bourbon. People like scotch, right? Like it's
right.
Everybody has a different palate. So
I would say the honey whiskey is a good introductory into the whiskey world, I would say.
It's number 2.
The challenge, I think the thing that's important to understand is that you can take a high bourbon, a high whiskey, high proof whiskey, and you can cut it. You can't up a low proof. There's no way of upping that unless you know how to advance smoke it. And so reality is it's better to take some stuff like everybody on YouTube, Henry, has channels that talk about stuff that's regular. What do they like? What do they not like? Find a palate that is similar to yours, and then look at what they like high proof wise and what they like about it. And then there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, listen, I'm going to take this Elijah Craig A121 barrel.
What's the first whiskey you guys ever tried, if you remember?
And add a smidge of honey whiskey. I mean, what's wrong with blending to a profile? You have to do that.
Well, and that's where your blending is amazing because you can take something that's good, but you'd prefer a little sweeter and find something with a little sweetness to it to make it better. Yeah. And to make it to your palate. It might not be better for someone else, but
but if someone says, why would you blend that? It's like, because I want something better.
Yep.
That
I
is,
want something towards my preference. Yeah.
it doesn't mean that I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it could be better. And I think that's the thing, right? So just start exploring your palate, Henry. You know, like you're stroking those chords, you got to stroke your freaking palate and figure out a way to figure out what do you like and why do you like it. You make whatever you just had. If you paid $10 for a bottle and you have a $20 bottle you like, blend it. Don't throw it away.
And I think the importance of learning why you like what you like is because once you learn why you like it, you know what else to look for going forward. That lays the path for you to figure out, okay, what should I try next?
What would you guys recommend? I like sweet whiskey.
I would recommend Larceny Barrel Proof if you can find it.
Well, I would. Well, so what's the wheat whiskey that you're referring to?
Makers?
I would say
Just in
Buffalo's
general, as far as whiskey goes, honey whiskey, I like American honey. Turkey also has a honey whiskey as well too. So just honey related, to be honest. Just sweet.
But you know that's the thing, right? So this is like, so you're into a sweeted whiskey. None of the ones you mentioned was wheated; they were sweet. They were finished with honey, right? Turkey doesn't make; they're not a wheated.
I do believe Turkey makes a honey whiskey.
They do make a honey whiskey.
Yeah, but that's not
Yeah.
wheated.
Not
Yeah.
wheated.
Not wheated though.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Wheat means that it is the second highest mash bill above malted barley, right? All of them have malted barley because they do it for the yeast breakdown. After that, there's a mash bill that says, hey, I'm either going to have wheat or I'm going to have rye. Do I want it to have this smooth, cocoa, chocolatey, velvety?
Yeah, smooth for the most part.
Spicy, hot note, right? Which is more rye. Smoothie, like spicy, wheat, and like oatmeal, grainy fruit notes. And so you have the difference between these things, right? And that palate will change.
Yeah,
Which
smooth
you
and
have to
spicy for
challenge.
sure.
You must challenge your palate. Start with what you like. If you like a honey whiskey, and you're like, where do I go from there? You know what? Start with, I think the first big thing that would be a challenge is first understanding how to taste properly. How do I drink properly? You're probably drinking wrong. And it's not because you're for any other reason. It's just because most everybody in here knows that we drink in a certain order.
So the way that I drink is I'll put a glass in the freezer. I'll put the whiskey in the freezer and I'll pour it into the glass, and that's how I'll drink it. No ice.
Very first time I ever did it, exactly what I did.
And actually, wheat is the second largest in the mash bill, not barley. It's behind corn.
Right. Well, I mean, we didn't get
it goes corn, then wheat, then barley. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing that's important about that, right? is so when you take something, either put it on the rocks, it waters it down, it cuts the proof. But what happens with the chilling is it also kind of takes the burn away, right? You don't want that hot burn but usually, you know what? Most people I've ever talked with, and I do this a lot, is
Correct.
that they have.
Yeah, I put it in the freezer so that it doesn't burn as much.
But somewhere along the lines, you had a bourbon experience where you were doing shots. It burns. You threw it in the back of the throat and it fucking burned like an inferno. Guess what? None of us do that. No one does that. When you're trying to figure it out, have you ever had a McDonald's coffee?
Yeah, fuck McDonald's coffee. It tastes like cigarette butts.
It doesn't matter what it tastes like, but it's hotter than fucking asphalt.
Definitely, yeah.
So you take a very little sip because you're trying to figure out, is it going to burn my palate or not? That's exactly what you do with your first 2 sips of bourbon. Exactly. Just enough to figure out what's it taste like. And it's going to be hot. Guess what? Bourbon's hot. Duh. Get over it. Your 3rd sip, you chew it. It's going to make your gums turn on fire. Your tongue's on the side's going to turn on fire.
For sure.
Why would I ever drink this?
That's a question.
By the 5th
like
sip,
a cigar, like
have
you're
any-
a little nauseated, but for the most part,
You won't have
Just
that.
check it out.
Fifth sip, number 5, will be the first time you've actually sit down and tasted what bourbon actually tastes like. It takes all that shit to get to it. And then when you think you got it, a second pour will actually be what the master distiller was trying to get to. Am I wrong, Mike? I'm not. I'm not wrong on this.
Yep. First sip is.
It's a process.
Yeah, I even said that yesterday when we were drinking Dickel.
It's a
Yeah, you kind of want to assimilate to the way the whiskey will taste, feel, to where you're okay. You understand it more, I would say.
So, Mike, did you try Lava Man's Dickel?
I haven't popped his yet. I was drinking my Dickel.
Hey, that's
if you guys can get with Adam and see what he has that you guys will recommend, or I'll go buy the bottle myself. But I want to hear you guys' recommendation for me. I am new coming into the whiskey game. Yeah,
I have two suggestions for
I want to go with the flow. I want to taste some good whiskey, and if I need to assimilate to the taste of whiskey, that's not even a problem.
So you started with honey whiskeys.
You got to go to a tater chaser.
And you know things that are sweet. So I've got two suggestions for you.
All right.
And they're both Beam. One is the Jim Beam pre-prohibition rye, and it's both of these have that Beam profile where it's a little bit sweet and it's kind of like a dusty boiled peanut thing going on,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah,
definitely
a little nutty. Yeah.
kind of sweet. And the other is Old Tub.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, no.
Old Tub is not that bad if you get a good bottle.
It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
but that's the thing is you can really miss
Dude,
with
you
Old
like
Tub.
Yeah, I'll give you
nuts?
that.
Do you like gargling nuts? I mean, no. I let you first.
Yeah.
I let you first.
I mean, I'll give.
I'll
in
take the
fairness,
recommendations, man. Not
I'll
a problem.
give that much in fairness. The Old Tub with the pre-prohibition rye, it's definitely got that Beam nut profile. The Old Tub is just all boiled nuts.
So
Yeah,
I
if you
thought
like
you were
nuts,
already
see
you were
what
already
Jim-
drinking Basil Hayden's, right? He
So
was already
Harry-
drinking
Harry-
Basil Hayden's.
What Jim is saying is
All
he
right.
wants to put his nuts in your mouth.
Yeah. So
Shut
hold on. So he was already drinking Basil Hayden's, right? So that's 80 proof, right? So I would say go to the next step and get an Old Forester 86
And it's
proof.
also
That's-
delicious.
Yep, it's delicious.
Or an Old
It's
Forester
cheap.
100, either one.
It's cheap. Don't spend a ton of money on something that you don't know if you're going to like, right? So 86 is inexpensive. You can also go, instead of that, you could go to a Larceny, like standard small batch Larceny, or Elijah Craig small batch, which is going to take you up to what, 94?
94.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those
Those are going to be hot to him already, though.
yeah, but that's going to be the next step to a little more proof, a little more bite.
Yep.
Right? And then see what you think of that. And it's cheap. So you're not like getting these entry points of $60. You're getting the, $30.
I personally believe his next step should be
Yeah.
either Elijah Craig 94 on the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have to go on the rocks. But I would say, I think it would be better to say, hey, Liz, chill it neat, throw it on the rocks and then strain it, because you don't want it to be watered down to 80. So throw it over the rocks and pour it out. Like Elijah Craig 94, if anybody in the whiskey world or the YouTube world would
Are
say,
you guys in
Elijah Craig 94 is shit,
whiskey chat on Telegram by any chance?
Telegram. I'm on
Heard of that.
Discord.
Telegram.
No, but
Yeah, it's on a lot of information from everybody. So
Yeah, I would say your next bottle could be either Larceny, which is gonna, if you like, kind of more of a peanutty flavor, that's a wheater. So you said you like the wheat whiskeys a little bit more. So Larceny is wheat.
He said sweet whiskeys. We heard wheat whiskeys.
Yeah, a wheater. So a
He
wheater.
did
I mean, if
not
you really
say wheat.
okay.
He said sweet.
Which is
But
why
I'm
I'm going with the
open to
bean stuff
any other
because
kind of
a
whiskey
lot
as
of
well
the
too.
I do
going
think
with
that Larceny's less.
I do like the
proof
sweet.
beam is sweet.
Yeah, I think Larceny's a little less harsh than Elijah Craig, though, right? Like it's kind of an easier pour.
My thoughts would be start with Buffalo Trace 90.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace ain't bad. That's $24, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then move up to $35. The Eagle Rare 10.
if you can find it, that's gonna be harder to find. But
Listen,
if you
I
can get
would-
an Eagle Rare, get it. Yep.
How do you not? How
And
do you
then
not,
I would jump up to Eagle
That's
Rare for
a big-
40.
big jump, right? Rare breed is a big jump. You're talking about one
My
of the
phone.
heavy hitter barrel proofs that Fred Minnick picks for like what 4 years in a row is the number one.
Yeah,
barrel
it's
proof.
really good and really. I mean, it doesn't have the bite like he was talking about, but
I would say that
you know,
his next thing needs to be Weller Special Reserve. I mean,
Yeah, that's easy too. That's
I
easy
can't
drinking.
find any of that over here.
You're talking about the weeder version of Buffalo Trace.
You're in Ohio, Bobby.
All he has to do is ask me.
Yeah, we don't have Special Reserve out of anywhere but in Ohio.
I can.
I haven't
can
seen
get it by
any Special Reserve, but I can get it on flavor for $150, and I ain't paying.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you're right. Like you can go ask a store. A lot of times stores will have it, but like in Utah, it's got to be in stock. So
I put my email up here. So in general, he knows how to get a hold of me.
where'd Adam go? Is he like, I'm fucking done. I'm out.
Maybe he's sleeping on the floor.
He bottle
Is
chugged.
he sleeping on the floor?
He bottle.
Maybe.
I wish I had remote control access to his camera. We could scan the room.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be funnier shit.
Listen, if anybody's looking for Weller Special Reserve, we can get that whenever.
Yeah, I got offered it today at the store. They're like, yeah, the only thing we really have is Special Reserve. I'm like, nah, keep it, save it for someone.
How much do they
Yeah, I
charge?
get an antique every once in a while, but
Yeah,
it's
antique are
once in a
really
blue
cheap.
moon.
Are you getting that for MSRP or like inflated?
Yeah, I am in Idaho. Yeah, I don't even really shop in Washington State.
Yeah,
I
Weller's
go across the border.
Weller Special Reserve here is $24.99.
Oh, geez, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
Special Reserve, we get it. Yeah, it's like $26 plus tax. I think it's like ends up being like $31 after tax.
It's 40 to 60 here.
But I think the
Yeah,
thing
around 30 here.
Hey,
But
if
luckily, I know people in Ohio.
hey, Ben, hold on. You've been talking to the wrong guy in Ohio. Well, you do have the old Scout. That is actually.
And that's why I was saying my palate was way off tonight because I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, here's another one of my old Scout picks. I love old Scout picks. So it's like.
But this right here, we can get like 175s all day. We can get that 1.5 all day long. I can find those whenever I want.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Out of
Bobby?
Ohio came the bottle for Jim Morris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bobby, I can get Weller Special Reserve every once in a while, but if you find it, it's like one per person.
Oh no, we don't have to do that.
Yep. And then Weller 12 Simon doesn't even exist in this state as far as Weller Full Proof and Weller 12 gone. You can never get them.
Well, they you know what? Like what was it? 5 years ago, they were on the shelf, and then all of a sudden they went to fucking allocated.
It's all allocated here. Yeah.
It sounds like I need to make a trip to our Columbus office then, right?
You know what? I'll tell you what. Your best place is to go early. Right? I'll tell you the trick to Ohio. Right? It's really funny. Go a couple of days early. Go into OHLQ, right? And you can go into the Ohio liquor site and type in what it is you're looking for, and it'll show a map of who has it. The whole state.
Jim, do you have extras
But
with those?
But it's all often outdated.
And the only reason I have
Okay,
this
I'll
one
do that, Bobby.
is because
Yep.
Burbank tipped me off.
Yeah, that's the trick to Ohio, right? And then you just have to go. Most of the time, the special stuff is sitting in like weird stores in the Cleveland market. But
Yeah,
no,
it's the same. It's the same in Idaho. You know, like
Columbus
we can
is-
get
Columbus
ever
is
Elijah crate ever, but you got to drive like 30 miles to get it.
Columbus
You
is
know,
Simon, I would say yes if you want to get one and you don't have one. Right? Like if that's what it's costing in Australia, I would say that is your cost in Australia. You're not going to be blown away by, Weller Special Reserve when you get it. But it's a cool bottle. It's nice. It's not easy to get anywhere else. And, we typically get it for, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 35 bucks.
Dude, he can get Stag Junior for the same price.
Yeah, I would get Stag Junior is like I would pay 125 for Stag Junior. I would not pay that for Special Reserve.
Who can find me Stag Junior?
Yeah, Stag Junior.
I don't know. I got
It's
lucky.
It's a little hot. I can't find it for MSRP, but I could find it for an okay price.
Just give us an hour, James Morgan.
Yeah, James Morgan, this is the only stream on WhiskeyTube right now.
I
Thanks for the low
get,
bar, buddy.
I get Stag Junior for MSRP. So
right
Can you find it though? Like when you can find it, right?
It's kind of hard right now. You got to know when it's going to hit, and then you got to
Yeah.
be there.
That's what I'm saying. I know where I can
Yeah.
go get it right now for, more than MSRP, but way less than secondary.
Yeah, and that's probably a really good price.
Like
Okay.
really, I would pay 125, 150 for Stag Junior. Like, I mean, it's hard to get. My time is worth money. It's
really good.
If I didn't have like batch 15, I don't have right now, so I would pay it for batch 15. If I already had a batch 15, I would be much more opportunistic about trying to get it at a reasonable price, right? Like I paid 200 for the GTS, which is what $100 bucks. Right, I would pay 200 again for GTS just to have a backup.
If I could get a GTS for that, I would buy that all day. Because we don't even see it.
Dude, that's like a dumb statement. No, frankly, everyone on this channel would buy GTS all day. Everyone on the shelf for $200.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Well, you should.
Yeah, not Bobby because he doesn't like it.
Well, then you should for other people, everybody else in the channel.
Well, someone's got to tell me.
Okay, if you ever find GTS.
No.
We don't even see it at all. It's all lottery in Idaho.
Yeah, same here.
And you never see it on the shelves in Washington. So
GTS anywhere you have to have lottery or know somebody like Tim Evans.
I don't
Listen, I
know
know-
nobody, but
I know.
maybe I'll hit up Tim Evans.
I know people that can get some stuff. I mean, I have some connections. Don't get me wrong. Just that there's certain things I'm asking for that aren't the things that you guys are.
So
Yeah,
what
and
are
that's-
you looking for, Bobby?
What's that?
I'm just saying the
What are the
GTS
specs
is my
that
favorite
you-
bottle, even counting this.
Besides what I
Yeah,
have
I-
on my text messages.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I've had some samples of some 4Geek, but I've never had a bottle of it. And so far, the samples I've had were pretty fucking good.
See, I haven't even had a sample. So the last time I was in Kentucky, I just walked right by it because I know it's supposed to be good, but I can't spend that kind of money until I taste it.
I'll send you a sample. Here, listen. I have samples that I will send you.
All right.
I've had them.
What do you call it?
I
It was
will
like
I will show you what I will say. I mean, these are the samples I got, and I will send you a sample of the Split Staven by Kelvin. I have samples. I would do the Andalusia Key, and I would do the Ruby Rice Springs, and that shit is liquid gold.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
You
Yeah,
say-
I know I'm down because that was everywhere when I was in Kentucky. And it's like
I
Old
got-
Carter I've tasted. Old Carter I know.
Yeah.
I'll pay $2.50 a bottle and not feel bad about it.
Right.
It's that
I never
delicious.
tried. Yeah, I never tried Old Carter at all. So
It's going to be bad for your wallet the day you do. Because I know
well, I
it's,
mean,
it's
everything's
supposed
bad
to
for
be.
our wallet being on the West Coast, and everything's on the, Midwest. Kentucky being so far away.
John,
It's
where are
hard
you?
to try different things. I'm in Washington State.
Oh,
So,
okay. You just got to go south. It's all over California.
yeah, so it's got to come north from there.
Right. So it's supposed to get distributed here this spring. So sometime in the next 2 months, it's going to come here, and I'm probably going to drop like $1,000 because it's that good. It's effing mind blowing how good this stuff is. I'm not going to. It makes the rest of your whiskey collection taste like, what is this?
Yeah, I always like to have a good taste, to kind of try different expressions of the flavor, So I got a wide variety of, good stuff. I think Magnus is probably my cigar blend is one of my best, but the Four Gate Batch 12, and haven't even popped open the Bookers yet. And, and the
Leave it closed.
God, I love Bookers.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. My mind was blown. Like literally, like I was stunned on the Texas whiskey. I just was like flabbergasted. I was like, why is this shit so? Now, granted, I know they were unicorns, but even then, when you look at the age
Texas whiskey.
which one? Well, I did the first Texas shootout was the Balcones, but I have people that were sending me samples of shit that are like unicorns.
Right.
But literally, like I had 4 Balcones and I had 3 Iron Roots. They were better than 60% of all the bourbons I had between me and the Gunny, which is like significant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they were but it was this change, right? This weird change. Super sweet and soft and like soft on the front of the palate. And then like boom. It's just like a freaking 4th of July of fireworks and happiness and joy.
And
fucking
wood explosion.
It's
And
like
the reason is because the whiskey cooks.
It's like Ren stepping at Chinese fireworks on the meat palate.
It's so hot that it cooks.
Finish was amazing. It was just fucking. There was nothing about it that was bad. And
Actually, the Texas whiskey the only thing I had with Texas whiskey is I tried the Balcones Blue, whatever in the hell that is.
Yeah.
And that's the nastiest stuff I've ever had.
Wait, which blue?
I never bought any Texas whiskey after that.
So the thing with Texas whiskey,
Balcones Grand Cru and the Iron Root batch EVO batch Barrel 1 batch 3 are probably 2 of my top 5 of all times of everything I've had since 1998.
Yeah,
So
I just got a bad pick from down there. I tried that and it was like nasty, and I thought it was all like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, I think we're gonna end the stream. I feel like Adam is probably passed out somewhere.
He was falling asleep earlier. There's like a weird. I was sending messages. I was like, hey, you're about to like fall asleep.
See ya, Lord Shane Long. Love you, buddy.
Shane Long.
Yeah, Adam is apparently gone, as you can see from his whiskey collection and his multiple bottle chugs from before. So make sure we all, when we talk to him in chat,
baby,
yeah,
give him shit.
Hey, cheap whiskey.
Yeah, we'll
make
flip
sure,
him shit.
yeah,
Guaranteed.
when you go camping with him, make sure you tell him to go easy because he's a lightweight.
Hey, Stahl.
Yeah, I remember my first whiskey tasting.
Hey, Stahl.
And bring him Lucky Number 7 too. A Jack
What's up,
Daniels
buddy?
Lucky Number 7.
I will do that. I will buy a bottle tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm thinking he might love that like the best thing ever.
And real quick, what do you guys recommend for me right off the top
I would
of the
say
head?
if I was going to tell you to go away from honey whiskey, and
Okay.
you want to try the very first thing you should try, I would probably put you on Elijah Craig 94.
What's
But
it called?
Yeah, that's
Elijah Craig 94. It's a small batch. But
How do you
listen,
spell that?
ELI. Hold on.
Do you like bananas?
Now, so Elijah Craig, it's ELI.
Bananas.
Listen, Henry, it's right here. Elijah Craig 94.
but this is a
Right,
barrel
yeah.
proof.
Yeah, don't get the barrel
Greg.
proof, but yeah,
don't
just get
get
the
barrel
94.
proof. Just get the 94 proof. And listen, you have
Okay,
to.
I found it.
You have to do a important thing, right?
Yeah.
Be slow to your profile. Be slow to it. You're not trying to chug it. You're not trying to drink it.
You mean don't get shit faced real quick?
Dude, I'm just saying.
You have to acclimate your palate to get to the point of ever getting the aromas and the palate and the flavors that someone's trying. If you read something that said it should have these hints. If you've never tasted those hints, you're never going to get those. So F off.
Well, it's got a 4.5 on Amazon, so that's pretty good.
No, Elijah Craig 94. Listen,
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah.
I would say that there's 0.5% of Amazon that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I've never talked to anybody, no matter who they are, that wouldn't put Elijah Craig 94 or what he's put up there, Old Forester. That's not single barrel, is it?
No, it's an 86. It's a $17
It's an
bottle.
86 proof. Yep.
$17 bottle. This is why I asked if you like the taste of bananas, because this has a definite banana. There's a hint of banana in there.
Yeah,
but it's $17.
Real quick, one time I was drinking 99 bananas at a Walmart, and I was watching that one movie with Adam Sandler and that little fucking hamster on one of the little couches that they had set up for that movie. It was like a Walmart with like a couch and a TV, one of the display models, and I just sat down on the couch and was watching the Adam Sandler movie on 99 bananas. Anyways, yep.
No, it does not taste like 99 bananas. It just
I would say that the thing that was, if you got the Old Forester 86 and the Elijah Craig 94, they're going to be different, but they're going to be really good expressions of bourbon.
And that one right there, if you can
you get that, you want to get
That's what
that.
I would think. Yeah.
Well, I think that is the truest form. Well, I think Buffalo Trace and Elijah Craig 94.
Yeah, I agree with both of those.
They're arguably your best entry level bourbons.
And I will say that if you like Basil Hayden's,
you're gonna like Trace.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you like Basil Hayden's, you're probably gonna like. I mean, I also believe stick with what you like, drink what you like.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's no reason you have to grow it if you just want to drink what you like. There's nothing wrong. I have friends that, they have in their cupboard Basil Hayden's. Their desire is to drink Basil Hayden's. It's what they want, and that's what they drink, right? So
yeah,
you don't have to move beyond it. If you want to try new things and see if there's other stuff you like, these are all going to be a little bit more than what you're getting with the Basil Hayden's at 80 proof, but not overwhelming you. And you can kind of take steps. You don't want to go up to the 137 proof light whiskey. Go
with
easy.
What you guys are recommending, I can see myself smoking a cigar to it. So
listen, hold on, Henry. We just opened up a whole nother fucking can of worms.
Dude, you can get that. You can get that High West campfire whiskey, and that's pretty damn good to take camping. I'm just telling you right now, and that's a Utah brand.
You know what?
We're going camping in about a week and a half or so. So
you know what? Listen, if you look over here in the thing, you have my email and my phone number, right? It's in our private chat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that when you say cigars, we done. Mike knows what I'm talking about. We're on a whole different realm.
Yeah.
So, but I think the overall idea is that I think you should always be challenging your palate, right? Because if you think of the things you like today, there are things you didn't like 5 years ago.
For sure.
So if you didn't like that, there's a good chance that 5 years from now, there's going to be shit you're trying today that you're going to think is subpar to your palate. So it doesn't mean that you have to advance it faster than 5 years. It's just the idea that there's a process.
You know what else? You know what I just thought of too, cheap whiskey, is I know at least around here in Colorado and in Utah, you can actually go to the store and get the small bottles of some of the high west stuff.
Yeah.
So you can get, you can try a prairie bourbon, you can try a rye, and those are low proof, and you're not committing to a full bottle. And get a couple of them when you go camping or you go home one night and see which one you like. You're like Adam. You're gonna drink it whether you love it or just kind of like it, right? Like you'll drink it, so it's not a waste. But it'll give you an idea to try different things on your palate and see what tastes good. And honestly, put it in a glass by itself, no ice.
I do glass when I drink anything like alcoholic for the most part.
Yeah, so try
Even
it with
beer,
no ice
I'll
first.
pour it out of its aluminum container and pour it into like a frosty glass of beer, and I'll make sure it tastes good and it's done right for the most part. Yeah.
Put
It's
it in
good
a
stuff,
glass,
man.
try it with no ice, and then if it feels just a little too much for you, put an ice cube in it.
But I think that there's like a thing there that's important, Mike, right? So like to me, you think about, okay, so we're talking beer. Your beer evolution from the very first time you had your first sip of beer to where you are now,
PBR.
It's not a whole lot different. It's not a whole lot different than the whiskey journey, right? The very first beer you had, and if anybody ever tells me anything different, because like, listen, I drank beer like a mother. And I'm telling you, someone said, I can remember the first time I had beer, and I thought it was great, and I was like, you are a lying son of a bitch. There's no fucking
O'Doul's, baby.
no way you thought. You can't even tell me the first time you had O'Doul's that thought it tastes good. It was bitter. It tasted like urine. It was like miserable.
That is true.
It's irrelevant. You know that. So listen, the one thing that me and the Gunny talk about, who's my brother, has been doing it since 78. I've been doing it since 98. We have a common phrase. That's hot. Duh.
Yeah.
Get over it. It won't be if you do it right. Just
correct
shots. It's not fast. It's
alive.
It's
It'll
alive.
be hot, but it won't be spicy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll be back.
That's scary, man.
He's back. He woke up.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm heading out. So
Hey, John, thank you,
I'll
buddy.
see y'all later,
Cheers,
man.
Adam's on a classic second wind.
Yeah.
Adam, what are we bottling chugging now? Bottle chugging now.
All right, guys, we're on to the good stuff now.
Bottle chug. Bottle chug.
Don't make me
bottle chug that.
Adam started it.
Yo, where'd the gun show come from?
Because Adam was like pumping it out.
That's the hair show.
Brief.
Yeah, I can tell you, I wouldn't bottle chug this again. That hit me like a free train. Woo!
Don't make me, Henry. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm just more of like.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, are you gonna stay on? I'm gonna kill it for me.
No, I'm probably gonna dip out, man.
Yeah. It's been a great feed though.
Yeah,
I'm digging the conversation.
Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging on the line. Hey, Cheap Whiskey, cool to talk to somebody learning about whiskey. We appreciate it. We're all still learning after all this
Appreciate
time.
the cool bottles, by the way. The bird collection over there by Stahl's Daddy.
We have
Come back. We're happy to help you.
We're seeing a gun show from Bobby and Cheap Whiskey, so
we're I don't usually do that, but like you can't come up with no shirts and tattoos because you're gonna be like the dude.
I would show you my tattoo, but it's right in the small of my back, and it's a butterfly.
I knew you had a tramp stamp.
You would have a tramp stamp, though.
Mine's
I don't
right
know.
on the wrinkle of my,
No comment.
All right, fellas. Simon,
I have
have a good
one
day.
on my unit.
Yeah.
Simon, I'll see you in the morning for Whiskey Trek.
Yeah, I'll try to be up in time for that. I quit drinking about an hour ago, so I
It's
should be
happening
good.
again tomorrow. So
Adam got his nap. You can stay on, Adam, now that you got a nap.
Were we supposed to stop drinking?
No, but
Nah.
I like know my where I'm gonna not be happy tomorrow, and so after the bottle chug, I was like, all right, no more.
Nah, Stahl's a vagina.
Adam, you passed out for like a solid 25, 30 minutes. Where the fuck?
No. It wasn't even anything like that. It was
You were on the shitter falling asleep.
all right. All right, it might be like that.
He's like, I was pooping.
All right.
Hey, Mike.
Shut
Adam was just doing like important things. Don't give Adam shit. He's my
Hey,
people.
you know what? There's tons of respect for Adam, man. Single dad, taking care of his shit, working, still wanting to do a whiskey channel. A lot of love, brother.
You know what? I can tell you this for sure. There can't be more brotherly love, and I mean this like sincerely, than probably Adam. There's not a lot of guys out there that looks out for. He does his thing and he supports the tubes, but he supports the people and he brings in people to be a part of something that he thinks are people that want to be a part of what he's doing, and that's unique. It is unique. I've never had anybody ever ask me, hey, can I bring some people that I care about into something? That's a rare thing.
Well, we know he didn't bring me in here for my brains or my opinion, so it had to be my looks.
It sure in hell wasn't that.
Sure, Stahl, you believe that?
There's nothing left, Jim. It's not the size of my feet.
It must be for your glasses.
Man, I'm gonna like sleep like crap, man. My face is all red. I can't believe how much sun I got today.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be
Yeah, that's
peeling.
where
I have to
sunburn.
moisturize
Oh
tomorrow.
my god. I'm gonna have to like
So red. Oh my
I'm gonna have to moisturize, dickheads. I'm gonna have to moisturize. I'll be peeling on Sunday night stream.
How old are you, Stahl? You should know better than to not wear sunscreen.
45, dude. I'm old. Almost as old as Bobby.
Yeah, you're not even close, but man, you look older than me.
You're 50, right?
Almost.
49?
I'll be 50 in January.
I got the gray to catch up to you, buddy.
So hold on. I will say this though. I do have gray in like this front area, but I don't
Just
have
for men's a beautiful fucking thing, Bobby. I'm just telling you. I know what you're doing.
I do just for gray right here. I don't have anything over here. Nothing on my sides or my hair. But you know, my mom and dad, my dad was like 85 when he died, and he was salt and pepper. No one in my family is gray.
Yeah, my mom has like 4 gray hairs at 79 years old. It's crazy.
My mom
And they're all on her vagina.
You would know that more than me, Ben.
And on that note, I think it's time to end this.
I mean, would you look at the name?
Yeah.
Stahl's daddy. Stahl's daddy. Oh, you're the best.
All right, guys. I'm going to end it. Thank you guys for all being on the stream. We appreciate it. Tim Evans, as always. Simon. Ken, if you're still out there. James, appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much.
Yep.
If you haven't hit the like button, be sure to do it. And we will see you guys on Sunday night. We have bottle giveaways.
Sunday night bottle
Awesome.
giveaways. Woo!